That isn't just the sound of the all-new 2016 Mercedes-Benz GLC being put through its paces. It's the sound of innovation. The innovation behind one of the most advanced SUVs on the road today. With multiple driving modes, a suite of intelligent drive systems, and a technology-filled cabin that sets new standards in modern luxury. This is what innovation sounds like. Now, discover what it feels like in a 2016 Mercedes-Benz GLC.
Some equipment described as optional.
Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death. That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
Good God, folks. I take one day off to, deal with some personal business matters relating to this new venture that I'm delving into, and it looks like the whole goddamn world is literally being flushed down the damn proverbial toilet out here. But anyway, before we get into that, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. This is episode number 132 for all the folks that are keeping track with the True Capitalist broadcast. And, of course, before we get into anything, please retweet the broadcast, go to the social networks, go to the forums, go to the blogs, and spread it around like wildfire. If you have never retweeted a broadcast or spreaded a broadcast in any form whatsoever, I strongly advise you to do so today. This is a very important broadcast for everybody, not just in America, but throughout the international community. A lot of the things that are transpiring right before our eyes in the international community have serious global implications, and I'd like to hear from everybody out there. This is a serious subject matter. I know that we're probably going to have some more goddamn, trolls and, all the comedic aspect. And, of course, we're going to delve into that whole comedic aspect of the show here, but as you can see from the description, we're going to dedicate most of the time of the show to the UK riots. And the reason I say that I'm dedicating most of the show to the UK riots, because this has direct global implications that could extend across the pond into this country at this point in time. As a matter of fact, I have prognosticated a lot of the events that are transpiring right before our very eyes. And as a matter of fact, I have prognosticated the events that are happening in London to take place here in America within a year and a half or so. But as we are continuing to see time kind of just accelerate the potential for all these powder kegs to blow up, it seems like that year and a half is potentially getting shorter and shorter, in my personal opinion. And we're going to talk about that, folks. According to reports, these London riots have extended into Manchester, into Birmingham, from what I understand. I understand there's some rabble-rousers out of Glasgow in Scotland trying to, basically trying to, rise up out there in that neck of the geopolitical area. This is some serious implications that could jeopardize the stability of the civilized world. And what's really unfortunate, folks, is that the basis for a lot of the rioting and a lot of the looting that's transpiring in the UK has no basis whatsoever. There is no intellectual foundation to the so-called riots that are happening in the UK. And it's unfortunate that people are, doing this ridiculous nonsense. And what are they doing? Well, let's not get into that. Let's get through the markets first, because I know people are like, "What? Come on, Ghost, I don't know what the hell's going on with my stocks here." Let me tell you something, folks. We're at the whim of the pussy-whipped investors, all right? This is a helter-skelter I mean, how did those fruity-ass Beatles do it? When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide, and I go down the ground, right up, and I'll do it again. Yeah. That's exactly what we're going through right now here in this ridiculous investment little community. This investment, I don't even know what you call these pricks anymore. Individuals that are moving based upon news, based upon speculation. I mean, give me a freaking break. Of course, if you're a day trader, if you're one of the lucky ones that are able to participate in day trading, of course, thanks to Obama and Mr. Yes We Can, the only way you can legally day trade at this point in time is if you have $25,000 in a brokerage account that's on margin, or you have $50,000 in the brokerage account. That's when you can legally, under the federal standards of America, you can legally day trade and partake in the pattern trading. That was unbelievably for the taking today. If you partook in any day trading today, you were making some serious money. Just take a look at the waves, the amount of dips that the Dow Jones Industrials on a day chart was going, for Christ's sake. If you had any blue chips and you were day trading them, you were making some serious liquid. You understand? I mean, unbelievable kind of volatility. We started off the morning this morning up 100-something points. Then Ben Bernanke, started talking, saying that he was going to extend the low interest rates that we currently have up until 2013, and then the damn market tanked. It was down about 100 points, for Christ's sake. We lost all the gains from this morning, and then lo and behold, we close out. What is this? Up 429 points? Up 429 points, for Christ's sake. I mean, these ridiculous stock investors in this equities market should be ashamed of themselves. If they call themselves capitalists, they're ballless pieces of crap. There should be no reason there should be this kind of volatility out here. But the unfortunate part about it is we have low volume. And what does low volume mean? That means there's not that many people in the market trading. There's not that many stocks trading hands at this point in time. And whenever there's low volume, that means that it's dangerous footing for potential big drops or big gains. And when it's big gains, everybody appreciates it. But when it's big drops, God damn it, it affects everybody, and it makes everybody sell off on an impulsive reaction. And that's what we're getting out here in this pussy-whip investment environment out here. A bunch of pussy-whip, ballless bastards that are literally taking their money in and out of their goddamn stocks because they're scared crapless. What have I been saying? What have I been saying all along, folks? There's nowhere to run to. How does that song go? Nowhere to run to, baby. Nowhere to hide, milky liquor. There's nowhere to run. I mean, do you understand that the means of production lie in the hands of corporations that are traded on the stock market? Why exactly would you sell off on the stock market, given the fact that our currency, no matter if you're in the British pound at this point in time, whether you're in the euro, whether you're in the dollar, it's depleting in value because these governments continue to spend more money. They continue to spend more money, for Christ's sake. So as a result, the longer that you leave your goddamn assets in cash, the more higher of a probability you're going to lose value at the rate of inflation. We've got a rapid rate of inflation. A rapid rate of inflation. And it's because of the spending of these governments. So where else do you go? Gold? Gold? I mean, come on. Everybody that's a traditional investor knows that gold is a bubble. All right? And there's no reason why to hop on that bubble and, ride it and ride that wave and put some of that capital in your pocket. But to sit over here and base your whole 401k and to put all your assets in gold is just ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. It's a bubble, and in my personal opinion, you should have a good portion of your portfolio, but nowhere near a majority of your portfolio in gold. And in my personal opinion, in the end, everybody's going to go back to the stocks, as they did today. I mean, we were down, 500 points yesterday on the Dow Jones Industrials. We're back up 429 points. The Dow Jones Industrials up 429.92 points today, an increase of 3.98%, closing out today at 11,000 Just imagine yesterday we closed out at about 10,000. 10,000. So if you would have just saw everybody abandon ship yesterday, if you would have just heard what Ghost has always said and what Warren Buffett always believes, is that when you see the people run out of the market, that's the time for you to go in there and snag up some of these bottom-feeding opportunities and start capitalizing on these people's hysteria. These people out here in the investment community are losers. They're weak. They have weak stomachs. I don't know where they went to finance school. I don't even know if these people have any kind of investment experience whatsoever. But it's good for me because, I come in, I bottom feed, and lo and behold, I'm making capital off these people's hysteria. I love it. Keep doing it as far as I'm concerned. I'm profiting on the day trading end and on reinvesting capital into long-term opportunities. You understand what I'm saying? So today, Dow Jones Industrials up 3.98%, closing out at 11,239.80 points. S&P 500 is up 53.7 points. And even at 53.07 points, that's an increase of 4.74% on the day, closing out the S&P at 1,172.53 points. I mean, do you understand? I mean, when everybody leaves, that's when you go in. And if you would have stuck to that type of philosophy, you'd be making as much money as I did yesterday. And believe it or not, I was still not even close to day trading yesterday. I saw that the market was pretty bad. I had to conduct some business with some contractors. So in the midst of that, I utilized, a variety of different methods to trade stocks. You can have it on tablet, you can have it on the laptop, you can put it on your goddamn phone at this point in time. And I'm trading stocks. I'm looking at, some of these blue chips that are just bottoming out for no freaking reason. Because of the hysteria of the investor, I'm coming in, I'm bottom feeding, baby. I'm bottom feeding. You don't think that I'm profiting from yesterday's sell-off after, everybody sold off yesterday. I mean, the Dow Jones Industrials was under 10,000 for Christ's sake. Well, excuse me, it was 10,000. It was under 11,000, excuse me. It was like 10,000. I mean, give me a break. Anybody who invested yesterday made money today. Anybody. And that's how you make money in the market, folks. But no, we got this goddamn impulsive, disgusting investment community that any news comes out, any economic data comes out, anything happens, these idiots, I got to move my stock, I got to sell off and sell it into cash, or I got to relay it into bonds, or I got to put it in gold. Just shut up. Just shut your stupid, stinking, smelly hole already, for Christ's sake. Anyway, let's get to the NASDAQ, because it was the big winner today. The NASDAQ was up 124.83 points. So, also, if you were bottom feeding on NASDAQ, which I was, there's a lot of tech out there that I was buying. If you were bottom feeding on NASDAQ today, you were making some serious money from yesterday's sell-off, because the NASDAQ as a whole increased 5.29% on the day today. 5.29% on the day. Closing out at 2,482 points, 2,482.52 points to be exact. And, even with all the hoopla happening with the riots in London and the extension of those riots going into other cities, we are still seeing the FTSE on the positive side after the massive global sell-off that we saw from the response from the markets that contracted here in America. We got the FTSE up 95.97 points, a percentage increase of 1.89%, closing the FTSE out at 5,164.92 points. I mean, good God. You know what I'm saying? I mean, major increases today, folks, and the reason we saw major increases is, what have I always said, morons? All the people that are sitting here flapping their fat Cheeto-stained fingers talking garbage to me, what have I always said? When people are leaving, it's time for you to go in, baby. When you see everybody running scared, that's time for you to put some of your capital and go in there and make some serious money. And I'm talking serious capital, baby. Don't be a sucker. Go out there and make some serious capital. So we saw some gains in the equities market. So that would mean that you would see a majority of losses in the commodities. That's what traditional investment thinking would have you believe. Am I correct? Yeah, that would be correct. But that's wrong. It's completely wrong. And the reason is because you take a look at energy, for Christ's sake. energy, after seeing sell-offs for the past several days, has seen buybacks, bottom-feeding opportunities or something. We have seen increases in the energy sector. Brent crude futures are up $1.61, a percentage increase of 1.55%, closing out today at $105.35 per barrel of Brent crude oil. All right, we've got gasoline futures down today. As crude goes up, we got gasoline going down. Gasoline's down $9.50. That's a percentage decrease of 1.06%. We've got heating oil futures up $2.73, a percentage increase of a little under 1%. We've got natural gas up 8 cents. That's a decent pop of 2.03% on the day. And WTI sweet crude, folks, which is the oil that is consumed by us in North America, which is refined into gasoline, which dictates how much money you pay at the pump. WTI sweet crude is up modestly today. It is up 44 cents, a percentage increase of 0.54%, closing out WTI sweet crude at $81.75 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. And let me tell you, I know that we're seeing $81 barrel oil, and we're seeing some decreases in the amount of money being paid at the pump, but I think that we need to see a little bit lower of a price. And we also need to see these incentives that the president is initiating or talking about in some of these stump speeches out here to be initiated in the private sector. I mean, we need an incentive to go out there and do some massive hiring. A lot of corporate America, they're sitting on over $2 trillion in capital, and the only reason that they can't or they won't reinvest it into the market is because, first of all, Obamacare and the uncertainty in the cost involving that particular situation in correlation with hiring new employees. Secondly, let's be honest, there's not much industry going on in this country. Anybody who's going to invest in anything production-wise is definitely taking a risk, given the fact that you've got a foreign marketplace that's willing to do the work probably 10 times faster and 10 times more work ethic for about 20 times less money. And this is why you have a lot of the corporations outsourcing their work overseas. And it doesn't necessarily mean manufacturing. I mean, as I've stated in many of my chat sessions with the folks that tune in with me in the chat room, I have said that you've got accountants that are losing money, that are closing up shop, individual accounting firms that are closing up shop because a lot of the corporations and a lot of the people that are making serious money, they're outsourcing their accounting their accounting practices. They're outsourcing everything accounting-wise to India. Indians are doing the accounting for American corporations. I mean, who do you think gave GE those no taxes to be paid this year, even though they made, I don't know how many, $90 billion, however much they made, they paid no taxes. I mean, they outsourced it to India, for Christ's sake. And believe me, not only did they come up with, such a brilliant, scheme of cooking the books there for GE, for them not having to pay any taxes, but they also paid them probably 1,000 times less, man. It's horrible. There needs to be incentive for private investment to go out and do these types of entrepreneurial risks, because that's what's going to happen to those of us that have the ability to potentially build more retail sectors or more manufacturing type factories or whatever the case, whatever investment, whatever it is. We need some risk takers out here, and to be honest with you, the government regulation and the potential overtaxation is hurting potential entrepreneurs. You know, folks, that you cannot be a toy manufacturer in America today without going through some ridiculous federal regulation of tests. There's a string of federal tests that literally cost $1 million. It costs the manufacturer of any goddamn toy $1 million to be able to go through all these ridiculous, disgusting federal bureaucratic tests just so you can produce a product to sell to some kid out there who wants to ride a bike or play with a toy or play with a freaking doll. You've got to go through some ridiculous Obama-built bureaucracy before you can even consider selling anything to the children. So right off the bat, you have to have $1 million just so you can get through the test, and that's after manufacturing whatever product you're selling to the children. So it's no wonder why the only people that are able to sell toys in today's America are these ridiculous conglomerates that are outsourcing the manufacturing of our toys to Red China, who are not taking the most, utmost precautions about, intermixing certain chemicals with these ridiculous toys, for Christ's sake. The Chinese government doesn't really give a crap about lead. They don't give a crap about arsenic. I mean, did you hear that, what the hell was that crap called? Some kind of ridiculous, I don't know, what was it called? Dots? Polka dots? Some kind of dots, some kind of garbage with dots in it. There was some gel that was inside these little dots. Forgot what the goddamn toy was called. But lo and behold, Aqua Dots, thank you. SP Lee, thanks a lot. Aqua Dots actually had the date rape drug inside of them. Can you believe that? Yeah. That's what China gave to American children that happened to break open the Aqua Dot, for Christ's sake. They get a little bit of a dose of the date rape drug, courtesy of the Chinese government who manufactures this crap. It's ridiculous. But why can, Chinese products be brought into this country? Because the manufacturers in this country have it sewn up because of these regulations. The Mattels, the Tonkas, or whatever the hell's manufacturing toys right now, they have a monopoly on toy manufacturing because they have the funds to pay for these ridiculous federal regulations. They've got the funds to do it. And they've got a low market, or a low employment base, low cost output in producing these toys. So it ain't no thing to produce these toys for, 15, 20 cents a pop, bring them to America and charge $20, $25 for these pieces of crap. I mean, it's no big deal. It's probably even lower than that, to be honest with you, depending on the bulk buying. I mean, this is what I'm saying. I mean, there's no entrepreneurial spirit for the American person in that. How in the hell is an entrepreneur that wants to manufacture a nice toy for children going to be able to go through the $1 million federal tests that are required for you to go out and manufacture a goddamn toy? It's ridiculous. So anyway, I'm just sick of this. Is why regulation is stifling this country. The uncertainty of this government, what they're doing, where they're going. They've already delved their disgusting, despicable bureaucratic noses in the private sector long enough. We don't need them there any goddamn longer. But they insist upon, inserting their faces there, and they utilize the ignorance of the people by rabble-rousing them with ridiculous, mindless, unsubstance-filled rhetoric to justify these bureaucrats' totalitarianism upon us, the capitalists, the individuals that fund these little people. Anyway, let me get through the goddamn markets here, because we got a really important show, and I'm rabble-rousing myself here. I'm rabble-rousing myself. I'm like, God damn it, you stupid pieces of crap. I'm sometimes my own worst enemy when it comes to getting angry. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand. I can completely agree with those that observe my behavior on this program and the content that I produce, and people can say that I got a little bit of an anger problem. But inevitably, I justify my anger because it fuels the passion and the fury that I have towards certain subject matters that are near and dear to my heart, and it should be near and dear to everybody's out there across the world. But inevitably, the reason that I get so riled up and I get so angry is because it hurts to wake up every freaking morning. It hurts to wake up every morning. You have to understand, I'm somebody who built my whole little empire that I've got going on in my business life here. I built it from the ground up. All right? Nobody gave me a goddamn thing. I worked my ass off. I saved the capital that I worked for, reinvested it, and did the right things, and now I'm living lavish, all right? I didn't just get here overnight. This is not something that, oh, yeah, I just woke up and, hey, look at me, I'm living lavish now. I got Blue Label. No, it doesn't work that way. All right? You actually have to work for it, losers. You entitlement people out there that are just sitting here.
Oh, all we have to do is raise taxes on the people that are rich, and then it'll be okay for me to get more money and for me to sit on my fat cottage cheese ass.
Don't you understand? It took a lot of hard work, dedication, energy, effort, creativity, innovation on my part to get to the current position that I am today. And not just me. There are a lot of capitalists out there that are just like me. There are budding capitalists. There are capitalists that want to be not just like me, but beyond me. They want to get to Bill Gates status. They want to get to Warren Buffett status. And what's stifling them? The opportunities that are scarce in this country because of the government interference into private enterprise. Not to mention that this government that we have in office has done a lot like what these European countries have done, which is get their population dependent upon these ridiculous ideas of entitlements. These ridiculous ideas that, oh, you're poor in America. Let me go ahead and give you some money, baby. Let me give you a little bit of money. How about a housing voucher program, baby? How about that? How about a little bit of food card, baby? How about that? It's disgusting. And you know who I feel sorry for? The workers. The workers of the goddamn world. That's who I feel sorry for. The individuals that are working hard to make a buck in today's America, in today's society, Western civilization, no matter where you are, the people that are working hard to make an honest living, that's who I feel sorry for. I'm supposed to feel sorry for a bunch of fat idiots in America that call themselves the so-called Poe in America? I mean, is that what you're trying to explain to me? Is that what you're trying to shove down my hole? Well, I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to eat it, damn it. Jesus Christ, let me get through the goddamn markets. Agriculture futures. We got canola down $1.60. We've got cocoa down $2. Coffee is up modestly at 55 cents. We've got corn up $2.50, although we saw some dramatic sell-offs in the equities markets. It also afflicted the commodities. So the modest increase in corn, it's still not that high. It's not as high as it was a couple of weeks ago, but we still could use some decreases. We got cotton continuing to sell off, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's down $1.92. That's a percentage decrease of 1.96%. Now, does this mean, once again, that you fruity asses who insist on wearing these fruity-ass clothes that look like underground San Francisco 1969, this Abercrombie Fitch, this Ed Hardy horse crap, does this mean that you people are going to stop wearing these clothes that are 8 times too small for your fat bodies, for Christ's sake? I mean, look, cotton is down. You can get more fabric, You can get more fabric. You can fit it around your fat ass. You don't have to wear these stupid, ridiculous Ed Hardy shirts that show man tits. All right? I don't want to see what good points you have, you fruit bowl. Jesus Christ. Anyway, where the hell was I? We got wheat future up. Wheat futures are up $8.50. That's a percent increase. Sugar is up after sell-offs throughout the past several days. It is up today 51 cents, a percentage increase of 1.89%. Soybeans saw some sell-off today. It was down $11.75, a percentage decrease of 0.90%. Lumber saw some modest increases after seeing sell-offs on this market for the past couple of days. It is up $1.40, a percentage increase of 0.63%. Oat is also up. Oat futures, $3.50, a percentage increase of 1.02%. And soybean oil futures are down 82 cents. And the bull-nosed bulldikes did not come out for the wool futures today because wool futures are down $13. So, where was Jodie Foster and Rosie O'Donnell? I have no freaking idea. Let's go to the metals, shall we? Now, we saw some increases because of dramatic sell-offs that we saw in the copper market. We saw, increases in the copper. It was up $8.35 today, a percentage increase of 2.11% in the copper future market. But look at gold. And not only that, you should look at a day chart of gold. The volatility in this market is unfreaking believable. If you had listened to me back last Monday, and just bought some gold at a goddamn pawn shop or whatever, you would have at least made 10 or 15% on your money just from waiting from now till then. That's it. I mean, that's it. Because look at gold. Did everybody see gold, for Christ's sake? Gold is up $27.40. That's a percentage increase of 1.60%, all right? Closing out today at $1,740.60 per troy ounce of gold. You understand? And it's going to continue going up. I'm telling you, gold is a bubble, but I'm riding that bubble all the way to the bank. I mean, you can look back in the archives. I was advocating people buying gold since True Capitalist Radio 1. True Capitalist Radio, Episode 1. I was saying, look, I think you need to entertain, some of these gold plays, for Christ's sake. I mean, when it was down to $1,300, y'all remember that. The old listeners that were in the broadcast that are in here right now in the chat room, you know what I'm talking about. Back then when it was like 13 and change, I was telling everybody, you need to get in this, and you need to get it, you need to keep it. At the very least, if you're a kid, you got a part-time job, you don't know where to put your money, the least you could do is accumulate gold. And if you would have done it back then and held it to now, you do the math. It was $1,300 back in February, March? All right? $1,300. Right now, the price of gold is $1,740.60, and I think it's going to keep going up. All right? That bubbles keep going. Unfortunately, though, you look at the silver market. All right? If you look at the silver market, it doesn't reflect the increases that you saw in the regular metals market, for Christ's sake, because we've got silver down $1.75. That's a percentage decrease of 4.44%. I mean, what gives you ridiculous helter-skelter investors out there? Take your heads out of your ass. Jesus Christ. Let's get to the damn livestock. We've got live cattle futures up 67 cents. We've got cattle feeder futures up $2. And the reason that we see cattle feeder up $2 is because we saw a little bit of the commodities in the agricultural sector go up. And they're going to continue to go up on speculation because of, we're seeing riots, we're seeing, atmospheric disturbances and, unbelievable kind of weather, all kinds of stuff factored in there. So you've got people speculating on the potential scarcity of these commodities. And as a result, when you see commodities in the agriculture go up, you're going to see, by default, cattle feeder go up because cattle feeder actually uses components within the agriculture commodities to compose and comprise this feeder. Anyway, it's up $2, a percentage increase of 1.49%, for Christ's sake. And, of course, for all you fat jelly-ass bastards that like to shove a couple of ham bones down your goddamn gullet, or you're just a fat jelly-ass, greasy, smelly, disgusting ham bone. Lean hog futures are down 82 cents, a percentage decrease of 0.91%. And you know who you are, you fat jelly-ass, disgusting, bacon-smelling ham bone. Yeah. Anyway, folks, that's the markets for your ass, baby. Let me tell you, as much as I'm appreciating the volatility in the markets, and as much as I'm appreciating the bottom-feeding opportunities and making more capital in my pocket, I don't like the level of uncertainty that we have in the international community today. And let me tell you, case in point is the UK riots. These riots actually began yesterday, and according to reports, the reason they're rioting out there in the UK, initially there were protests in the UK of allegedly a cop who shot down, a man that was in the middle of the street, and people were protesting of sorts. And, according to reports, the protests grew into riots, and the riots, grew into mass riots, and lo and behold, you've got a lot of the UK under complete and utter chaos at this point in time. And what's really unfortunate, there is no justification for the type of lunacy that you're seeing in the UK. But you see, folks, this is what I've been telling you was going to happen all along. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but beep, beep, all right? The prognosticator of prognosticator strikes again, all right? The unfortunate part about it is that what you're seeing in Europe right now, what you're seeing in the UK is only a smell, only a whiff, only a fraction amount of devastation that what you're going to see if any potential riots transpire in the United States. And believe me, I believe they are. I'm not trying to be a pessimist. I'm not trying to hyper-sensationalize anything. But by God, look at the English. This is supposed to be an intellectual country here. This is supposed to be an intelligent community, an intelligent nation. You all should research the English Revolution and the intricacies that created, the ideas that created that revolution. It budded the seeds for socialism, communism, and capitalism in the English Revolution, for Christ's sake. And to see the English, fall down in such, post-Katrina-like riot episodes is disheartening for me as an investor in anything westernized at this point in time. And at the same time, it doesn't say much for America. That's right. I believe that America, and I have speculated that we were going to see these types of riots here in the next year and a half or so. But unfortunately, because of the acceleration of a lot of events that are transpiring in the international community, we may see riots in the United States sooner than we anticipated. And the most unfortunate part about it is, folks, is that these people are rioting not because of anything else other than being gluttonous pieces of garbage that, let's put it this way, that don't want their entitlements cut, all right? And that's what's happening in the UK, and that's what's going to happen here in America. Do you understand? We've got people in the UK, and let me tell you, Dave Cameron is way ahead of his time. I know there's people in the UK that are like, oh, shut up, Ghost, you stupid yank. You don't know what you're talking about. Dave Cameron's a block. It's all bollocks. No, I think Dave Cameron is actually ahead of his time economically. He knows that he can't be like these idiots in the European Union. He can't be this way because there's no way that Europe can sustain itself. So what is he trying to do? He's trying to implement austerity measures so that he can help wean his dependent population away from government assistance and more towards entrepreneurial production. Do you understand that the westernized nations have halted in economic growth? And that's the basis of any powerful nation. That's what makes a nation powerful. That's what separates nations amongst every other nation, is the fact that one can produce consistent, sustainable economic growth. And at this point in time, the Western civilizations, the Western countries at this point in time have basically pissed all that away. They've pissed economic growth away because they have made their populations dependent on entitlements that they can't wean them off of. Just look at the austerity measures implemented by the Brits and look at what it's transpired, for Christ's sake. It's disgraceful. It's disgusting. Like my mom always said, don't feed the stray animals, son, because they breed. And that's what you're seeing here in London, in the UK, these people that are out here that, are being saved and sustained in their own mediocrity and complacency in this idea of socialism. Now that they're being told that they have to go out and go to work, now that they're told that, hey, maybe we have to come out the pocket for a couple of things for our own lives, they don't want to have anything to do with it, man. And look, you got some people in here from the UK obviously a little upset. They're like, you don't know what you're talking about, the riots. You stupid yank. You don't know what you're talking about, you stupid dumbass bastard. I'm telling you the honest to God's truth. Because let me tell you something. In the Arab Spring, with the exception of the Yehudis in Egypt, every other country within the Arab Spring have been raising up for freedom, demanding for freedom, getting killed in the middle of the street for freedom. They weren't raiding their own infrastructure, their own businesses. They weren't looting in the streets. They're out there in front of government buildings, assholes. What are the people in the UK doing? They're going after the electronics. They're looting stores, for Christ's sake. You know, I mean, that's what I don't understand. You know, all these idiots that are so-called pro-riot, you know, these UKers out here, and I've heard them in the chat communities. I've seen them on Twitter. They're all pro-riot. And yet what they don't seem to understand is that why are you pro-riot when you were doing nothing but inciting the destruction of your homeland, the destruction of your infrastructure, of your businesses, for Christ's sake? Jesus Christ. I just can't believe this, man. I mean, this is coming to a city near you in America, and I don't want this to happen to America. I want civility. I want the ability to prosper. I want to leave the ability to prosper to the children of this country, God damn it. But you've been sold out, youth. I'm telling you this right now. We've been sold out, man. You've been sold out. Anyway, 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. What's really unfortunate, folks, is that I mean, the UK is just a minor template of what's going to happen here in this country. And I have advocated, and I'm going to continue to advocate, no matter where you are in the world, but specifically in America, so that we can at least have some form of civility in pocket areas if any kind of chaos ensues of the nature, or even worse than the nature of what's transpiring in the UK. You need to get to know your neighbors, you know, and this is not to sound fruity and lame. I mean, you need to go out and knock door to door and say, hey, I live right over here. You know, I just want to get to know the neighbors. You know, you come on by. I'm having a damn barbecue, a party, get a keg, whatever. Get to know these people, all right? And basically start telling them, hey, look, you know, we see that, you know, there's a lot of uncertainty in the world. There's a lot of uncertainty out here in our community. And I don't know about you, but I'm proposing that we need to, you know, clean our own community up because the cops aren't going to do anything. They're too busy writing tickets for seatbelts and writing tickets for blown taillights and, you know, ridiculous taxation of that nature. They're not serving and protecting the freaking public. So it's time for us as individuals, as law-abiding citizens of our own communities, it is time for us to go out and patrol our own communities. And once again, folks, if you are doing this, I would strongly, please tell me, if anyone is organizing anything of the sort, I will be more than happy to broadcast it, amplify it all over the world. I mean, I think that neighborhoods need to organize, and they need to go from 12 to 3 or 4 in the morning, walking around their neighborhoods in groups of 8, 9, 10 people, and you see anybody, all right? If you see anybody that looks suspicious, for Christ's sake, in your neighborhood, you go up to them. Because remember, you went door to door. You would know your neighbors. You know everybody who lives in that goddamn community. And if that person does not look, you know, like somebody who lives in your community, well, by God, go up to them, all 9 of you, all 10 of you, and say, hey, where the hell are you from? You know, what are you doing here? Remember, the goddamn gangsters do it. You go to a goddamn Mexican barrio or a white trailer park or a black ghetto, these goddamn gangsters would come up to you and tell you, Orale, Holmes, what's up, dog? Where you from, man? What are you doing in our neighborhood, Holmes? You know it, and I know it. So why is it okay for these pieces of garbage to do it, but when law-abiding citizens are trying to protect their own neighborhoods, all of a sudden, oh, that's a bad idea? Bull crap. Let me explain something to you folks, all right? You go up to anybody in your community, 9, 10 people at a time. Make sure that you're all community homeowners or at least, you know, secured renters, long-term renters at least. Go up to these people and say, hey, what are you doing in my neighborhood? And if they give you any crap, I mean, if they start mouthing off, if they start giving you some goddamn attitude, get one of these goddamn, you know, the batons or a stun gun and stun these stupid bastards. You know what I clock an idiot over the head and then drag him into one of your lawns and then call the cops and just wait there, and then all 9 of you corroborate the story and say, hey, this guy started, talking about how he had a knife, he had a gun, he started attacking, so we had to dispense, citizen justice, officer, and it was purely in self-defense. Not to mention, officer, that he's in my yard. He was trespassing upon my property. So not only do I want to press charges for potential assault upon me and upon my group here, but I also want him charged for trespassing and potential breaking and entering here. And let me tell you something, the dumb cop is going to have to oblige the law. He's going to have to oblige the law. All right? Now, don't get me wrong. If somebody goes through your neighborhood and says, well, sorry, sir, and sorry, peeps, I'm just passing through. I'm sorry. Well, then you escort that asshole to the edge of your damn neighborhood and then tell him, piss off. Get out of here. If we see you again, you're going to regret it. You understand that? You're going to regret it. And I'm talking to law-abiding citizens. I'm not talking to you ridiculous gang members and you criminals and you disgusting perverts. It's time for us to take over our neighborhoods and make them safe for our children to go outside and play again without being victimized by pedophiles, without witnessing ridiculous random acts of criminality, for Christ's sake. Let me tell you something right now. I'm advocating that, and anybody who's sitting over here saying, "Oh, Ghost, that's vigilante justice." Well, let me tell you something right now. If protecting your own neighborhood and doing the job that the police aren't doing is vigilante justice, well, by God, I'm a vigilante. All right. Now, I'm not advocating, Charles Bronson up in here. I'm not advocating nothing of that nature. All right. I'm advocating the idea of protecting your property, your family, and obliging your neighbors, saying, hey, look, we all live together. We're all here for the long term. Let's all stick together and make sure that our neighborhood is unlike any other. And every stupid idiot gang member, drug dealer, pimp, whore, burglar, anybody is going to know about my neighborhood, because if they come in here unwarranted, if they come in here wandering around, we're going to bust their fucking ass. All right, and that's all there is to it. And I guarantee you that there's nobody that's going to go into your neighborhood once you go out there and, show these gang members with these freaking backpacks. You know what I'm talking about. These random assholes that, just kind of walk through your goddamn neighborhood. They got a backpack on. They have no business being in your neighborhood. They look like some goddamn derelict that just walked off of a damn vagabond train ride, and they're coming in here, walking in your neighborhood and just kind of wandering around, kind of scoping out, seeing if anybody has their goddamn garage door open or anything of that nature. Excuse me, I didn't mean to swear. Sorry about that. But this is your right. You're a property owner. You're somebody who lives in the community. You should go up to that person with about 3 or 4 or 5, 10 of your neighbors, as many of your neighbors as possible. Go up to them and say, who are you? What are you doing here? What do you want? And if for any reason, because you can't, once people start getting mouthy, there's no reasoning with these people. This ain't Roadhouse, where Patrick Swayze is polite to these pricks and, gives them a polite punch to the face and everything's going to be all right. That's not how it works in the real world. You got to club these idiots and knock them out and make sure they're subdued, and then you call the cops and you say, hey, look, I got another piece of trash for you to throw in the goddamn meat locker. That's what you got to tell this. I mean, I'm not joking, man. And people think that I'm some kind of a crazy man for advocating this. I am a law-abiding citizen. I am not somebody who is out here with any kind of criminal record. I swear on anything that's holy, I have no criminal record. But you see, if ever I'm stopped by a police officer for any freaking reason, and they realize that I have no goddamn criminal record, all of a sudden, Mr. Officer tries to look long and hard to see if he can figure out any infraction so that he can put me into the system. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I say, if you think the cops are going to help you, the cops ain't going to do jack, all right? The cops are their own sanctioned gang by our tax dollars, and unless you kiss their derrieres on the street, unless you give them, free meals at your establishment, unless you give them discounts at your retail locations, they don't give a rat's ass about you. I mean, we're the ones that pay their salaries, and you think they care about us, for Christ's sake? They're not out there to serve and protect. They're out there to tax collect. Let me tell you something right now. What's happening in America and what the cops are doing is the biggest form of taxation on people that I have ever seen in my life. Why do you think that whenever there's a robbery, whenever there's a goddamn burglary or, a shooting, a rape, some kind of criminality going on, the cops are always the last ones there on the scene, with their Dunkin' Donuts. You know what I'm saying? They're Dunkin' Donuts. They're there. What happened? Let me take a report. Great. There's somebody on the floor bleeding to death. Let me take a report. But no, have you miss a stop sign in the middle of a goddamn residential neighborhood at 3 a.m, these idiots will hop out of a freaking bush to go out and give you a freaking ticket. Sir, do you know that, you just passed that stop sign right there? Sir, it's 3 a.m. It's a freaking residential neighborhood, I don't want anybody to think I'm casing their joint, for Christ's sake, all right? I'm just trying to pass through. Yeah, but, you just passed that stop sign right there, even though you didn't have to stop for anybody. It's 3 freaking in the morning, and, nobody's around here, but, I'm just doing my job. Stupid cops. You know what I'm saying? Give me a freaking break. And believe me, that's happened to me before. I'm sitting over here, minding my own business, these damn pigs, just because they got to meet their freaking quota. And believe me, I know from personal knowledge, and you can quote me on this. You can quote me on this, all right? You can quote me. You can exploit it any way you want to. You can quote me on this statement right here. The Texas law enforcement, DPS, all right? These idiots have quotas. And I know for a fact that not only do they have quotas, but believe it or not, there are elements within the law enforcement community that I know personally in Texas that are actually funding their overtime with writing tickets. Can you believe this crap? That's how they're funding their overtime. By writing tickets. And you call this justice? You call this policing? You call this serving and protecting, you disrespectful pigs? Give me a freaking break. Hey, these cops start doing their jobs and start, cleaning up the goddamn cities from these ridiculous criminal activities, then maybe I'll give them some freaking credibility. But until then, they're nothing more than a sanctioned gang that beats the asses of innocent people. Haven't you noticed that? Why don't you just look at Cops for a little bit? Huh? Why don't you look at the TV show Cops and take a look at every time they go on some high-speed pursuit from some perpetrator and they finally catch him, what do they usually say? Hey, we caught that guy last week. He ran away from us and even, tried to run us over. He took a pop shot at it. I mean, they had just done the same thing the previous week. Now, how is it that some perpetrator that had just gone on a high-speed pursuit is out the next week doing the same damn thing? Meanwhile, you happen to be a first-time offender of anything, you are going to be hit by that stupid prosecutor to the fullest extent of the law. And you want to know why? Because they can do that. They're bureaucrats. They get off on ruining people's lives. Oh, but have you be a career criminal? There's no credibility in that. They can't build their name and they can't build their district attorney record upon criminals, pleading out. They can't do that. No, they need fresh faces into the system. That's what they need. It's ridiculous. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. 646-652-4869. What do you think about this crap? Huh? We got the London riots, UK riots going on right now. It's extending into Birmingham. It's extending into Manchester. We have reports out of Glasgow where you got some rabble-rousing going on down there, for Christ's sake. I mean, soon to be here in America, folks. I mean, the reason they're rioting because David Cameron is implementing austerity measures, and these people don't want to hear about it. They're like, no, I deserve it. I deserve the entitlements. And that's coming here to America. I mean, we already heard with the debt ceiling increase, prerequisite for this debt ceiling to be increased was the fact that they were going to cut $1.5 trillion off of the budget, all right? All right, $1.5 trillion. Now, where's that going to come from? Where's it going to come from? It's going to come from the entitlement checks of all these losers in America. It doesn't matter what group of losers you section off, all right? It's going to be the same damn thing. I mean, look at these idiots in Madison, Wisconsin, for Christ's sake. These were teachers. These were teachers that were not getting any more tenure. They had to pay a little bit for their health insurance, and that's what they were doing. That's why they rioted in the goddamn streets, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. It's ridiculous, man. Hey, this is serious times here. Here, let me kick an asshole out of the room. Hey, Jalix Jones, get out. If you're bored, get out of here and go live your stupid Mickey Mouse American Idol life, you stupid moron. Ridiculous. 646-652-4869 is the number to call here. I want to hear from you, all right? I want to hear from you, for Christ's sake. Here, let me kick another asshole out of here. Get out! Get out! Get all these idiots out! Get them out! Get them out, engineer! I don't want to see any of you! Get out! Get them all out! All these sorry sacks of crap that are sitting there. I'm bored. Well, if you're bored, then get out of here and don't let the door hit you on your dirty ass. Jesus Christ. Keep kicking them out, engineer. Kick them all out if necessary. Kick them all out. Kick them all out. They're pieces of garbage, and you know it. Kick them out. Anyway, 646-652-4869. What do you think? What do you think about what's transpiring here? Let's take some calls right now. All right? All right. We got SB Lee 360. What's up? How's it
hello,
going?
Ghost. What's up? Now what I want to say about the whole, the cops, they're just dumbasses. You know that? They're big dumbasses. That's all.
Well, I mean, not only are they big dumbasses, they're dangerous dumbasses. All right? I mean, they're dangerous dumbasses. They're dumbasses with the authority to throw whatever they want on you. Believe it or not, I actually saw a chap get a ticket out here in Austin, Texas, believe it or not, for planking. He got a ticket for planking, believe it or not. Can you believe that crap? I mean, for planking?
Wow, that's stupid. Planking? Okay, yeah, I remember...
Let me explain the scenario, okay? The guy, supposedly, he's like at a restaurant here. He's deciding, he wants to take a picture of himself planking on the table. Some pig is out there eating some donuts and a taco or whatever the hell he's eating out there, sees this idiot, decides to, go up to him and say, hey, that's not very sanitary, and you shouldn't be doing that. And he wrote him a ticket for disorderly conduct. Do you understand? I mean, that's the type of authority these dumb coppers have. They can throw any kind of charge at you, and it's up to you to defend yourself. Huh? Innocent till proven guilty, huh? More like guilty till proven innocent. Haven't you noticed that? I mean, it is one of the biggest hypocrisies all time. The damn cop can throw the charges at you, and you got to prove that the cop is wrong. Makes no freaking sense. Anyway, let's take another caller. Area code 502, you're on the horn.
Hello, Jason DeLone. I gotta agree with you. Fuck the police, man. Holla, get dollar.
What the hell did you just say?
Holla, get dollar.
Yeah, you stupid moron. Get this. Hey, get him off, for Christ's sake. We're talking about a serious subject matter, and here you are trying to, rabble-rouse the whole conversation into something else, and I'm not going to let you do it, you stupid morons. This is serious subject matters right now. There are capitalists in danger. There are capitalists in danger right now in the UK, and my thoughts and prayers go out to those capitalists. They're looting their businesses. They're pulling them out of cars. I mean, did you see that footage of that poor idiot that got his ass beat because he was riding a bike through the goddamn riots? He was riding a bike, and they beat his ass. I mean, this is ridiculous. And what you call this revolution? You call this political substance? Absolutely not. Let me tell you something. If there was any kind of goddamn political, social, or economic substance backing up these ridiculous UK riots, these stupid, pathetic scumbags in the street out there would have went into the government buildings, would have went into the government buildings and tried to take control of the government. But no, are they there at the government buildings? No. You know where they're at? They're at the goddamn electronics store looking for a plasma screen. They're at the, at the game store looking for games. They're doing it for greed. They're disgusting savages that don't care about how they obtain the materialism. They just want the material. Why? Because that's what TV told them to do. That's what entertainment told them to do. That's what the sick civilization of mindless minion consumerism has told them to do. Meanwhile, nobody was able to teach them that where you spend your money and what you spend your money on is a political statement. You're not supposed to just piss it away. You're not supposed to just sit here and say, I'm just going out. I'm just going to blow my money anywhere. It's the mindless blowing of capital is what got us in here to begin with. All these people that piss and moan about goddamn Walmart, for Christ's sake. I hate when I hear people,
oh, Walmart's taking out the mom and pop shops. It's not fair.
Really? Meanwhile, you idiots are shopping there because of the rollback prices. Because they take anybody's coupons, because they're the lowest, give me a freaking break. You people are hypocrites, all of you. With the exception of the capitalists, of course. Anyway, 646-652-4869, area code 417, what's up? You're on the horn. You stupid, silly bastard. Skull 314, what's up? You're on the horn.
London town is falling down, falling down, falling down, London town.
Oh, man, you stupid fruity bastard. I can tell by the femininity in your voice and by your attempt of holding back your laugh that you would never say that around a bunch of big-ass Nordic burly limeys. You wouldn't say that in their face, But you see, this is what's unfortunate about the Internet. You got these ridiculous, antisocial, don't have a life scumbags coming in here thinking that they're accomplishing something by rabble-rousing. And this is the mentality of the most of the people, not only in this country, but London. Do you understand? These people have gone beyond lower than self-deprecation. They've gone lower than self-deprecation to the point where self-deprecation actually is a positive within their internal psyche. You know what? That it becomes a positive. That
oh yeah, I'm a stupid fruity ass brony. Oh, I
mean, they actually take pride in deprecation. And this is America. This is London, for Christ's sake. I mean, they're singing welfare carols. They have no integrity whatsoever and being ridiculous mooching scum of the earth. And this is what encapsulates this goddamn mentality in the Western civilizations. That's why. Believe it or not, I'm thinking here by Christmas time, maybe New Year's time, I'm going to try to get the hell out of this country. I mean, Jesus Christ. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be a goddamn pessimist, for Christ's sake, but I'm getting the hell out of here before the big riots happen. And, I'm expecting to take some collateral damage on my American assets. Out here in America, but let me tell you something. I'm heading right for South America, baby. And when I do, not only am I going to tweet pictures and, show people the house and show people what's going on, but I'm going to South America. I'm going to be on a beach sipping Mai Tais, sipping on some margaritas, for Christ's sake, you know what I mean? Looking at crystal clear Caribbean water, I'm going to Belize, baby. You know what I'm saying? Belize, and I don't want you people following me either. All right? Don't follow me. I want to be left alone. Anyway, let me move on. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. Let's go ahead and take another call, shall we? Hey, 914, what's up? You're on the horn.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, it's the stuff about the police. I mean, they're giving out the tickets. It's bullshit. Excuse my language, but it's bullshit. It is complete and utter bullshit.
Well, you got to understand how to communicate, son. No one's going to understand what you're trying to say by saying, yeah, if the cops handing out tickets, it's bullshit. You got to understand how to articulate what you have on your mind so that people can say, yeah, you know what, you're right. It is bullshit. You want to know why these cops writing tickets are bullshit? because they're not saving lives whatsoever. They're providing revenue so that they can pay for their overtime. They're providing revenue for the city, for the municipality, so they can continue their bureaucratic nonsense. All right? There is no reason why these cops should be, implementing so much energy and effort into going out and looking for tickets. They gotta be out there busting heads. They gotta be out there taking out rapists, taking out child molesters, taking out drug dealers, armed robbers, people that jeopardize the integrity of private property. That, my friends, that is what the goddamn cops should be going after. Instead, what are they doing? They're behind a goddamn bush giving out tickets, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Where's my drink? Give me a drink, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Oh, that was a big sip. That was a big sip there. Woo! Let me go ahead and take another sip here. Oh, man, that had to be a $75 sip of some John Blue Label. Oh, yeah. Johnny Walker Blue Label for you and me. That's right, it can be. Oh, man, I'm flowing off the head James Brown style. And everybody's kicking back, listening to me for a while, baby. Sorry. Tension breaker had to be done. Anyway, we're already 6 minutes into the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio Show. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast. Go to the forums, go to the blogs, go to the social networks, and spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that we're in the house here at True Capitalist Radio. Now, I don't know if we're going to be able to do a full 3-hour set here on today's True Capitalist Radio broadcast. Now, I know people may be disappointed here, but let me tell you, I've got to go meet with this contractor so we can discuss, where certain fixtures are going to be located within my new store that I'm building, where I want the lights set up, and the whole 9 yards. But let me tell you something. We are still going to have radio graffiti, and we're still going to have shout-outs. All right? So everybody just, don't get all butthurt out of here. We're still talking a little bit about the London and UK riots out here. I want to hear what you have to say. Unfortunately, all we've had is a bunch of milky lickers talking nonsense. Anyway, area code 337, you're on the horn. What's up?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, Ghost. Don't forget about the KKK meeting tonight, and B-Roni's in the house!
Nobody cares if you're in the house, for Christ's sake. Not even the people that are in your house care that you're in the house. I mean, I can tell that you're screaming in an empty home. I mean, no wonder you're on, hey, look at me, I'm in the house, look at me, I'm rocking out with my cock out. Jesus Christ. 919, you're on the horn. What's up?
Hey, Ghost, I got to tell you about the cops, and I got another thing that's interesting I think you'd be interested in.
What's up?
All right, so in my town, there's only about 2 cops, all right, legit. And so one day I was hanging out with some of my friends, and we're 18, we're...
I'm sorry, man, you're cutting in and out, for Christ's sake. You're cutting in and out that cheap-ass government, phone, that government-funded phone you got going on. We can't understand you. Get that squared up and then maybe come back. 423, you're on the horn. What's up?
I am a racist. I am a racist. I am a racist. I am a...
Shove it up your ass, you stupid moron. Don't even get me started on that today. This show is supposed to be serious business. And for you idiots to sit over here and loop these ridiculous auto splices of my voice together is ridiculous. I am not, and I repeat, not a racist, you idiots. I don't know how much I have to emphasize this on this broadcast, for Christ's sake. I am not a racist. I am a melting pot of friendship. I don't know how much I have to overemphasize this to get it through your thick-ass, disgusting noggins. I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be black, for Christ's sake. A whole bunch of friends that happen to be Mexican. A whole bunch of friends that happen to be Oriental and WAP and Kraut and, towel heads and all those people, for Christ's sake. For you to sit over here and assert that I'm some kind of a racist is a false indictment, and for you idiots to continue to sit here and assert this is ridiculous. It's slanderous, and you people better watch out. All of you idiots that are spreading these slanderous lies about me throughout the goddamn internet, you stupid, sick-ass sons of bitches. Jesus Christ. I'm just trying to do a show here, peeps. 863, what's up? You're on the horn.
Yo, Ghost, what up?
How's it going?
Doing pretty good. First of all, I have a two-part question for you. First,
go for it.
I lost my job. I'm on my 19th week of unemployment. I get Pell Grants for school. I get free food from the government. I get all that shit. I even get free housing on school. And
yeah, well, you know what? I think that you're a waste of human life, and if there's a God, please, if you can give this young man at 863 an inoperable tumor at the base of his spine, that would, you could kill me tomorrow if you can give this piece of garbage, some kind of inoperable tumor, nut cancer, some, horrific, disgusting disease. He sounds a little fruity. Hey, talk again, 863.
Yeah, so I just let me finish.
Yeah, he sounds a little fruity, for Christ's sake. So, God, if you're listening in, please give him the AIDS. All right, that's about enough. Do you have anything else to say there, you waste of human flesh?
Food, housing, and I even bought a new car. I just wanted to know how that made you feel, knowing that I have.
Oh, it's just typical par for the course America. But as far as I'm concerned, I hope that, the spirits are conjured up to give you so much bad luck that, tomorrow, when you realize that there's, some kind of growth coming out of your anal passage, and you go to the doctor and he gives you one of these anal probes, you realize, sir, I'm sorry, it's inoperable, and you're going to have to bear with the fact that your insides are going to turn into liquid shit. Then maybe you'll realize that all this little nonsense that you just spewed out of your stupid little cheese hole was a little insignificant and ridiculous. All right, get this idiot off. Get him off, for Christ's sake. All right? Anyway, let me continue going here. And, people are saying I'm going too far now. I've gone too far. Well, then turn the goddamn radio off, you stupid moron. All right, this idiot is like,
I'm collecting government loans and government grants, and I'm like, God, I want to see a toolbox.
Let me tell you something right now. Anybody who thinks that is funny, I'm telling you right now, God, if you're listening in, please. I know that you have overproduced, human beings on this planet. It's obvious that, you got backed up on the assembly line, God. I understand it, all right? I understand you did, but, now it's time for you to take some of these back, It's time for you to take some of these back in some fashion. So all I'm saying is that's enough of these losers. They're jeopardizing my prosperity. They're jeopardizing the civility of the world. And in my personal opinion, the world at this point in time, given the fact that we're at the cusp of modernity, we're 40 years away from singularity. I mean, we have the technology at this point in time to make human beings invisible. The Chinese have invented teleportation technology. I mean, give me a freaking break, man. Why in the world are we continuing to sustain these, population of useless eaters that fail to just enhance their mental capacity to bring themselves into modernity? Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't understand why it's so hard for the average individual to understand that we are no longer in primitive man times. This is not where, religion dictates everything I do, everything I say, and if I'm going to live or die. Political romanticism. I'm going to die for communism. I'm going to die for Marx. I'm going to die for Mao. Culturalism, my culture means more to me than everything else. Culture. Racism, yeah, my skin color is better than your skin color. Nationalism, yeah, I'm going to fight for the borders that some monarch or some prehistoric authority pre-wrote before my time. I'm going to fight for this border, all right? I don't care who made it. I don't care what monarch. I'm fighting for this border. It's ridiculous. And it's time for mankind to just refuse these primitive concepts of man that are jeopardizing the civility of this world. I mean, we're living in modernity, for Christ's sake. You know, we're living in modernity. I mean, the only reason that we haven't progressed as fast as we have is the people. Because of this warped concept of misguided empathy and directing it towards political romanticism, for Christ's sake. It's political romanticism is what's stagnating the progress of human conditions. I mean, do you understand that capitalists like myself, capitalists that pay taxes throughout the international community, no matter what country of origin you are in, we're the individuals that sustain the continuity of these mediocre, useless eaters. And if people are taking offense to that right now, me calling people useless eaters, well then obviously you're the asshole I'm talking about. But unfortunately, we continue to sustain these people's ignorance, their lack of mental development. I mean, you've talked to people. If you have any kind of common sense, if you have any kind of intellectual curiosity, you know as well as I, when you talk to the average person, whether in London, whether in England, whether in America, these people are idiots. They have turned off their mental capacity at like 15, 16 years old. These people wander around this world with the same mental capacity that they develop at 16, for Christ's sake. There are very few people that progress their mental capacity as the continuity of their life flows through. None. And this is where the human equation gets into a little bit of contradiction. And I have been saying it's been in contradiction for a long time, but now it's become more than apparent. It's become more than apparent through application, not theory. What I'm saying is not theory, it is application. I mean, look at these people. Look at them. Look at these people in the UK. I mean, these are people that used to be ruled under a ruthless, disgusting, despicable monarch that sent them to wars over borders, over ridiculous land that they didn't even own, for Christ's sake. I mean, they had to pay patronage to a ridiculous king and queen, for heaven's sake. All right? And they were able to rebel against that. They were able to sow the seeds of potential democratic theory, communist theory, socialist theory, capitalist theory. And look at these people now. Look at these people now. I cannot believe that I am witnessing the UK in flames. I cannot believe that the UK is going in complete and utter disorder because of the ignorance of the land. And let me tell you, ignorance is the biggest threat to world security. Primitive thinking is the biggest threat to world security. Now, I hear a lot of people talk about me. You know, I heard that Jesse Ventura talked about me on his radio show last week. I hear that Alex Jones is talking about me on his freaking radio show. And they're talking about me as if I'm some kind of an NWO shill. That's what they keep talking about. Oh, you're an NWO shill. Oh, my God. Well, let me explain to you like this, you morons, all right? What the hell do you believe is NWO? What the hell do you believe that is? What is that? A new world order. Well, what is the concept of that? The concept of that is an idea that we as human beings no longer have to acknowledge the laws of nature and the laws of the jungle. I mean, we have conquered nature, for Christ's sake. We've conquered nature. But we are haltered in our development of progress by those that are here within this realm of life that refuse to oblige a new idealism, a new belief that human beings are not just different races that are supposed to fight against each other until the end of time, that human beings are not just a bunch of auto-determined, savages that continue to habitually kill each other for the most ridiculous, mundane reasons. And let me tell you, all these people like Alex Jones and all these people that are calling me an NWO shill, they're doing nothing more than perpetuating ideas that have brought humanity nothing more than human strife. And if you don't believe me, all you have to do is look at the halls of history, which are stained in blood, and it'll show you what exactly all these primitive ideas that human beings continue to sustain. And I'm talking about religion. I'm talking about political romanticism. I'm talking about nationalism, culturalism, racism. These primitive ideas that should no longer be acknowledged. They should be in the halls of antiquity, for Christ's sake. And for us to sit here and continue to acknowledge these primitive souls in trying to hold us back in primitive man is ridiculous. So if you're going to call me an NWO shill because I want the progress of humanity, well, by God, do whatever in the hell floats your freaking boat. But I tell you this, you idiots that call me the NWO shill, you're the ones that are a prisoner of your own ignorance, a prisoner of your own primitive mind. You have actually anesthetized yourself in the belief that the whole basis of your life is wrapped in some theocratic nonsense, nationalistic nonsense, cultural nonsense, political romantic nonsense. So for you idiots to sit over here and continue to make this goddamn assertion towards me that I'm an NWO shill, whatever floats your boat. Because let me tell you something, I don't want to live in chaos. I don't want to live in disorder. I don't want the losers, the savages, the disgusting primitive souls of this world to jeopardize the prosperity of those of us that have actually created the environment for these idiots to sustain themselves. I refuse to do it. So for all you people sitting here talking all this garbage about me that, oh, yeah, you're an NWO, shove it up your ass. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. We'll take some more callers. We're talking about the UK riots. We're talking about a lot of different subject matters, and I want to hear from you. What do you have to say about this? I think that this is coming to a town near you, folks, and I'm not trying to be a pessimist or a hyper-sensationalist. Well, by God, when they start implementing cuts, when it comes to their Social Security and they come to Medicaid and the food card and all these entitlements that need to be cut, you don't think that these savages out here that give me sour scowls because I'm putting steaks in my goddamn basket at the supermarket, you don't think these sorry sacks of crap are going to go out and start rioting in the streets and justify it because of their kids? I'm rioting because of my kids, baby. I'm trying to feed my kids. Give me a freaking break. 707, you're on the air.
Hey, Ghost.
How's it going?
I had a story about the police being jacked up and stuff. I just want to share it with you about how wrong it is. One day I was driving home from school and my brakes went out, so I had to slam on my e-brake and drop it into first, and the truck slid past the limit line. I ended up stopping right next to a cop. I rolled down my window and said, "Officer, my brakes just went out. Can you follow me up the road so I can get it off the street and find out what's wrong?"
I'm sorry. I really don't give a crap, pal. All right? No offense. Just get to the freaking point. People need to know how to tell a story, for Christ's sake. This is why people don't have friends. They go out and they're like, yeah, the only time I was going out here, who cares, man? Just get to the freaking point. 770, what's up?
Hey, guys, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, man, you get a lot of hate. I just want to let you know that you're right, man. And next year, people like you and me are going to have something to show for all what we do, and all they're going to have is a bunch of internet tired, played out memes.
You're damn right. You're damn right. They're going to have a bunch of tired, played out memes. They're going to be lucky if they can even get online, for Christ's sake. You know? I mean, you're going to be lucky if they can even get online, for heaven's sake, man. I mean, you know, you think that they're going to continue if they have to crack down on a disordered America? You don't think they're going to, you know, shut off the internet? You're goddamn right. Anyway, thanks for calling, man. Let's see, 859, what up?
Hey, Ghost.
How's it going?
Yeah, you want to hear what a real gun sounds like?
Yeah, let's hear it. Where was the gun? And you're going to hang up? Are you kidding me? You cock a 22-piece shooter on the mic and then try to act like Gwar and you're, what, intimidating somebody or something, for Christ's sake? I mean, you shoot anybody with that 22 caliber pea shooter, you're just going to get them mad, son. You understand? Guns aren't a toy. All right, you pull it out, you better use it. Stupid milky liquor. 423, what's up?
I am a racist. I am a racist.
Yeah, shove it up your ass with that stupid, ridiculous, sound-spliced soundbite. You idiots. I'm telling you, I'm taking names on all you idiots that have done this, man. I'm going to get some punitive damages out of your ass. 201, you're on the air. Yeah, you're taking too long. Nobody wants to hear you fapping. 413, you're on the horn.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you think the UK riots will be quelled if Howard Stern talks them down?
No, I don't think so. And not only that, you sound about 20 years old, for Christ's sake. Why are you following some 65-year-old perverted windbag that is made his living throwing salamis at porn stars' asses, huh? Yeah, great role model, asshole. Who else we got? We got 417. What's up?
Ghost.
Yeah.
How can you call yourself a law-abiding citizen when you encourage people to form vigilante groups and make false reports to the police?
They're not making any false reports to the police. I mean, you know, they're going up to people and saying, hey, what are you doing in my neighborhood? And if they get mouthy, they're within their legal right to protect themselves. And all I'm saying is that all 9 of the people have to corroborate the same story, and that's all there is to it, all right? I mean, you know, if you have something to worry about, then obviously you're one of these criminal characters that are robbing people's stereos out of their cars or robbing people's rims or burglarizing houses. You know, that's probably why you're a little upset about it. Am I wrong or am I right?
You said that you would drag someone onto your property and accuse them of trespassing.
No, I say you're damn right. You're damn right. I said if you go up to somebody in your neighborhood, all right, and you have about 9 of your neighbors around you, you go up to them and say, hey, what are you doing here? We don't know who you are. Who are you? And if they get mouthy and try to get defensive, well, by God, you are within your moral and ethical right to dispense citizen justice on that asshole to prevent any kind of altercation that could escalate into possibly you or your neighbors or the children, somebody in that neighborhood getting injured. All right? So all there is to it, hey, you know, if it's against the law to protect your goddamn neighborhood, well then by God, I'm guilty. 714, you're on the horn.
Hey, what's going on, Ghost?
What's up?
Hey, I have a buddy of mine that's from South England, and I was talking to him about the UK riots and all that, and he feels that the police over there are a bunch of pussies, or a bunch of cunts, I should say.
I'm sure they are. I mean, I've seen some footage where the goddamn cops are just sitting on their ass over there. They don't want to, you know, partake in, you know, what's going on out here. They're not trained for this kind of crap. Remember, it wasn't until recently, like, what was it, 5, 6, 7 years ago, 10 years ago, something of that nature, where the UK police finally started carrying guns, you know? Finally started carrying guns, for Christ's sake. I mean, they carried those stupid batons like that was going to do something. So it's no coincidence that, you know, you have this type of reaction towards the police as it relates to these riots. I mean, they're not trained for this kind of crap, you know? Remember, the England and the UK were supposed to be a civilized Western nation, remember? They're supposed to be a civilized Western nation. Oh, we don't carry guns. We don't do that. Hey, it's over. I mean, you know, that's why you're seeing what you're seeing in the UK. There is no civility. Civility's gone, man. I mean, it went with the overabundant amount of souls that have been produced that produce nothing. You know? I mean, you just imagine, you got a lot of losers walking the face of the earth out here that are contributing nothing to the progress of humanity. Not teaching anybody new things, not helping the community, not doing anything. I mean, a lot of the people are calling up my program. Those people that I'm talking about, you listen to them, you hear them, you know they're freaking losers. You know they're collecting off the entitlement system. You know what I'm saying? And yet, these people continue to be sustained by our tax dollars, and I think it's not right. You know? It's not right. You know, I mean, according to reports here, I got somebody who told me that the rioting has just begun in Liverpool. You know, it's spreading all over the place. It's coming to a goddamn city near you in America, for Christ's sake, unless those of us that are capitalists start forcing this government to say, hey, you either protect private property, you protect the prosperity of capitalists, or us, those of us that go and basically put into the tax system and sustain your little system here, we're going to leave the goddamn country, all right? We're going to leave the country and invest our capital in countries that appreciate foreign investment, that appreciate investment into economies to help them flourish out of third world status, out of emerging status. And that's all there is to it, you know? That's all there is to it. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. I want to hear from you. All right, what do you got to say about it? 808, you're on the horn.
Hello, Ghost. How are you today?
How are you?
I am fine, thank you very much. I know it is a bit old.
You sound like a white cracker-ass cracker trying to act like somebody who's Oriental. Get him off, for Christ's sake! Jesus Christ. You know, there's nothing like a goddamn cracker that, you know, is trying to sound like some ethnic minority, and because they're such white jerk dicks, they can't, like, get the whiteness out of their voice, you know? They just can't get the whiteness out of your voice like this. Look, let me show you.
Yeah, what's up, man? You know what I'm saying? I'm just chilling like a villain, baby. My name Tyrone, baby. Just chilling, baby. Yeah. Growing up in the hood, baby. Shit.
You understand what I'm saying? Take the white out of you, baby. Take the white out of you, you stupid cracker. Sorry. 252, you're on the horn. What's up?
What's up, Ghost? Can you hear me?
All right, we can hear you.
All right. On the police, topic, that I've noticed this problem, not even in police, but, in different government parts too, like schools, how they have cops in schools nowadays, period, because, schools are scared and stuff. Well, see, the cops in those schools too, they're starting to break down on kids who, they get in fights, stuff on, who are, like, protecting themselves. And the cops are putting them in these, juvenile jails nowadays just because they're trying to protect themselves from the or people in society, and it's messed up. They're doing that.
So you're saying people that are protecting themselves against, like, the riffraff of society are getting put in juvie hall?
Yeah, because these schools have police officers, and, like, even though they're protecting themselves, they're still being counted as committing violence, and they're being put in juvenile jail because they're apparently committing violence and fights in this school scenario.
It's really unfortunate, man, because I know that school bullying is a bitch. But you are absolutely correct. If you attack somebody in school, you can be charged with assault and go into juvie hall, for Christ's sake. So my advice to you, because I know how it is to be a child and, sit here and have to deal with all these bullies, just a tip from me to you. This is just off the record. Now, I'm no way advocating violence once again. I'm just trying to give somebody some advice here. This is intuitive advice. If you happen to be bullied, it ain't going to stop until you whoop somebody's ass. The unfortunate part about it is those people that are bullying you are probably going to be a little bigger than you, and that's why you're a little apprehensive in trying to confront them in some kind of a fighting manner. Well, in my personal opinion, if somebody is just ever persistent in bullying and just won't, leave you alone, if there's any way to get them off campus, because you don't want to do it in school, do it off campus somewhere, whatever, catch them slipping, kind of like what the gangsters say, catch them slipping, and preferably you wouldn't want to use your hands, you want to basically try to, how can I put this as delicately as possible? You want to dispense disciplinary action on that feller who is bullying you, and make sure that he gets the message with that dispensing of disciplinary action. And once that serious implementation of disciplinary action, and it doesn't have to include your fist, I guarantee you that bully will not only stop bullying you, but they're going to stop bullying people in general, all right? And that's all there is to it, That's all there is to it. Anyway, let's see some more. Let's take some people from Skype. Let's see if we can get some people from the UK. Supposedly there's some people from the UK on Skype, so let's see if we can get them on the horn here. Nicholas, you there?
Hello, mate. My name's Nicholas, and I'm in the riot. All right, my penis is hurting, mate. I can't help myself at all.
Jesus Christ, an 11-year-old pimple-faced prick calling up, for Christ's sake. Hey, kid, why don't you go out there and, go outside for a little bit? Why are you staying inside talking garbage, huh? Oh, you're scared, or you don't want to go outside, give a little trip around, the old place there, no? Stupid idiot. Who else we got? SP Lee, you there?
Oh, hi. Wow, how am I still in the queue? Sorry, just take me off. I didn't mean to still be in the queue.
Don't worry about it, man. Thanks for hooking it up. Hyperstick, what's up?
Yo, I just wanted to say that all these damn trolls, 0 out of 10, you fail. And just want to say, all that rioting, it's pretty scary, man. I mean,
you're damn right, it's scary. It could have direct implications here in America, man. I mean, look at the losers in this country. I mean, never did I believe that there were that many losers in London. I mean, on the contrary, a lot of these limeys like to, talk garbage about Americans being so goddamn ghetto and ridiculous. Well, look at what's happened here in the UK, for heaven's sake. I mean, Liverpool is now under riots. Birmingham, London, Glasgow is getting some rabble-rousing. I mean, it's spreading around like goddamn wildfire, for heaven's sake. What the hell's going on? What we need to realize is that the reasoning behind this ridiculous, mindless rioting is nothing more than losers trying to utilize an opportunity to obtain materialistic widgets at the expense of basically destroying the infrastructure where they live. Jesus Christ. Who else we got going on? 509, you're on the horn.
Maybe it wouldn't hurt so much to get up in the morning if you weren't an alcoholic.
I'm not an alcoholic, asshole. I'm a connoisseur. Get it right. You understand?
Nope.
Yeah, of course you don't. Because you don't know shit from Shinola. Getting drunk to you is getting a couple of bottles of Boone's Farm and, guzzling them down and acting like you're so tipsy to justify you giving your young little girlfriend a slap. 786, you're on the horn.
Host.
How's it going?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for you. This is just all these little kids that think that they're funny, just trying to, I think they're trying to just make these little funny prank calls, thinking that they're all funny, laughing at their own jokes. How old do you think I am?
I don't know. How old are you?
I'm 17.
Yeah, okay.
A boy with this deep of a voice, and I hear other 17-year-olds with this, with this little 11-year-old voice. Can you believe that?
Yeah, you got a good point.
Yeah. And that's just what I wanted to say.
No, I hear you. Hey, 786, I hear you. The reason you probably have a deep voice is because somewhere in your life you had to assert your manly dominance so that you can protect your dignity and your pride. Most of these people, they don't care about dignity and pride. On the contrary, self-deprecation to them is gratifying. They take gratification and self-deprecation. I mean, it's the syndrome that you got when, how can I put it? Like those assholes who pierce their faces shut and They put piercings all over the cell, to tattoo their faces. Try to make themselves look like lizard men. Get prosthesis and body modification and all this crap. The only reason they do that is because they are such, so low in pride and integrity that getting negative reactions out of people is the only gratification that they can get out in life. Being called a freak, a loser, a disgusting waste of human flesh, they take great joy in that. They get gratification in that. And this is the enemy that us as common sense, intellectually curious human beings have. This is the enemy. Stupidity. Ignorance. Jesus Christ. Hey, get Nintendo out of here. He didn't come in here for a rant, so kick his stupid, dumb, imbecilic, Wii-playing ass out of here. Get him out! Get him out of here. The Wii sucks anyway. Get him out! Stupid moron. Who else we got going on here? Let's take another caller here. CS Charlie, you there?
Yo.
You gotta turn your goddamn radio down, for Christ's sake. 619, what's up? It's the Mexican. How you doing, man?
Yo.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
Yo, ¿qué onda, güey?
No entiendo.
No, I'm kidding. You know what we have to do? We gotta build KFCs in London. All those nigger stuff, fucking protesting and fucking stealing.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute there, Mexican boy. Why exactly are you sitting here talking garbage about black folk when you're an ethnic minority yourself? I mean, what makes your ethnic minority status any better than the black man? Can you explain that one to me there, Vato?
I'm not amayate. I'm not black. That's the difference.
So what?
I don't steal.
Oh, you don't steal? Are you kidding me? I bet you half your family steals. Don't sit here and give me this crap. You know that the major population in prison today are, for lack of a better term, Mexican. You understand? So don't get over here and get on your high horse and try to talk down to the black folk as if, Mexicans are holier than thou. All right? Just because Mexicans pray to a freaking Guadalupe or pray to a freaking Virgin Mary doesn't mean that they are holier than thou against the black folk, all right? The black folk are just as pious. They go to them Pentecostal churches. You ever seen them black and Pentecostal churches?
Oh, God, Jesus. I've been going down the street. I saw the light. I saw the girl with the big boobs, and I had to slap them, because the Lord told me. He told me I had to see him. I had to get him. I had to put my face in him, because I needed the Lord.
I mean, give me a goddamn break. Mr. Vato Loco, why are you talking, first of all, racial slurs against black folk, and what makes you think that your race is any better? I mean, please provide some substance where the Mexicans have outperformed the black folk. I'd love to hear it. Go ahead, 619.
Okay. There's two types of Mexicans. There's white Mexicans. Those are the ones born in the United States, and those are the paisas, the other ones, where they come from shit ball Mexico, and they come here and riot. The typical cholos, the fucking cholos, the penes, the ball.
Well, you're wait a minute. Why are you talking garbage against cholos? I mean, if I were you, I would be like, I'm down with the cholos. I mean, they're the only ones keeping, any kind of culture in the Mexican community. With the low rider jive and going out and keeping the 50s music as you've seen these cholos, right? I mean, every time they come across with their old ride, you hear that song every time. I'm your puppet. I do funny things when you pull my strings. I'm your puppet. I mean, give me a break. Do you have anything more to say there, 619, besides, there's different types of Mexicans and talking against cholos and saying racial slurs against black folk?
Okay, let me put it this way. There's Mexican like you, like me, capitalist, and there's the others the Mexicans.
First of all, son, don't ever call me a Mexican. All right, I'm not Mexican, son. So don't insult me. Go ahead.
No, I'm not insulting you. All right.
No, sir. It's an insult by you sitting here calling me a Mexican. It's an insult to me. All right, to me personally. All right. I mean, maybe. Because I live out here in Texas where there's a lot of Mexicans walking around out here, I guess because, me hablo muy poquito español, I'm bilingual, I can, I guess, understand where you believe that maybe there's a little bit of there is no Mexican. Please don't insult me again, all right? All right, 619?
Okay, I get it, but okay, there's two types of Mexicans: the capitalist and the nigger. The capitalist makes money, like me, and the nigger one just steals a cholo,
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're making money. What do you do for a living? You don't necessarily have to tell us what your job is. What industry are you in? What do you do that makes you better than everybody else?
Well, I got my own business. It's a small liquor store.
What industry?
Fucking liquor store. It's a business.
You don't own no freaking liquor store. Get this stupid Mexican. Get him off, for Christ's sake! Jesus Christ. I mean, I can't believe this crap, all right? First, he's out here talking racial slurs against black folk, and he's Mexican, all right? And then I ask him what makes his Mexican race any better than the black race. He just, says more racial slurs and say Mexicans get money, all right? Yeah, you know how Mexicans are getting money? Not the majority, all right? Or, let me stop before I say something bad here. Let me move on to another subject. 903, you're on the horn.
I always walk around out here in Texas with my strap on.
You stupid sack of crap. Get these stupid idiot soundboard jerk dicks off! Get them off my show, for Christ's sake. Jesus. Beetle, you're on the horn.
Can I rape you anally? I'd want you to resist and protect.
So we got the Chris Hansen to catch a predator horse crap, huh? Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? Since we got so many Mexicans walking around out here, let's listen to some Mexican music. How about that? Let's listen to a little bit of Mexican music. And, let me be Mexican for a little bit, since we got the Mexican flavor going on. You know what I mean? Here, let me go ahead. Let me change a little. Orale, dog, what's up, Holmes? That's right, I'm going to be Mexican from now on. Tú no quieres chingazo, mero más chingón, puto, orale, que hubo. Orale, let's put something on, Holmes. Let's put something on right now, eh? Oh, yeah, dog. Look at this, Holmes. Orale, Oro Lucas out there shaking your highness, Holmes. Shaking your culo, Holmes. Orale. I can see nothing but rucas shaking up their culos right now. They're shaking their culos. Yeah. For Christ's sake, people are calling me a racist now. That's just ridiculous. All right? I mean, come on, man. I mean, how can you idiots call me a racist? I mean, you just heard somebody call up saying, hey, I'm Mexican, Holmes, and I hate all the mayates. Do you know what a mayate is, for Christ's sake? I mean, it is a horrible, derogatory term towards black folks in Mexican. Seriously, when you talk Mexican and you want to talk derogatory towards the black folk, you use the word mayate. All right? Anyway, let me go ahead and take a break here. I got to take a break. I got to reload the glass with some more scotch, baby, and have love on the rocks. Yeah. Anyway, let me put on a song here. It'll probably be everybody's favorite since everybody thinks I'm some, an evil, nefarious reptilian shapeshifter. Here's something for your ass here, you son of a bitch. Yeah, you hear that, huh? Hear a little bit of that?
Illuminati, a secret society do exist. Illuminati, Illuminati, a secret society do exist. Illuminati,
Hold on, engineer. Hold on just a second. Hold on. Shut it off, engineer. Shut it off. Shut it off right now. Let me tell you what I'm going to put on, because these idiots, they think this is a real big joke. They think that life is but a dream, for Christ's sake, huh? Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Anyway, I'm going to put on something else, because I don't think that you idiots understand the serious implications of what's going on here in the UK and what's going to potentially transpire here in this country. All right? And you want to know why it's going to happen? All right? You want to know why? It's because of the bamboozling of the youth. I hate to keep beating a dead horse with this, but the youth of today are so screwed that they don't even know it. They're not even slaves. I mean, it'd be one thing if they were slaves. They're beyond slaves. They're serfs. At least slaves owned their own property in a sense of being secure with their housing, their clothing, their food. They even have time left over to go out and sing and dance. I mean, they don't even have that. The youth of America have been bamboozled. They have been told that they have to get some ridiculous, meaningless college degree at any costs. They put themselves in secure debt that they cannot go back on. They cannot file bankruptcy against a student loan. You have to pay a student loan for the rest of your life, all right? And on top of getting this ridiculous debt incurred obtaining this degree, when you finally get into the employment sector is so limited with jobs, it's disgusting. It's a service industry-oriented economy. The only thing that America produces is cheeseburgers and entertainment. And a lot of those entertainment, particular jobs, and as far as stars and actors and all this crap in entertainment is being outsourced too. So what am I saying here? I'm saying It's time for the youth of America. All right? Don't be like these idiots out there in London, in the UK, that are rioting and going to the goddamn store to loot for a freaking plasma, for a freaking electronic widget that's made in China. No. I'm talking for everyone out there. If this government is going to sit here and slap us in our faces any longer, it's time for us to do what we need to do to spotlight the entire world upon the cause. And I'm talking about the capitalist cause. I'm talking about the individuals that work hard every day, that want to be law-abiding, that want to live in civility. We have been overlooked, and it's time for us to assert our authority, for Christ's sake. We didn't ask for this. We didn't ask for imbeciles to be sustained in this mediocre social system of ideas to make them complacent to the point for when you take away those entitlements because of fiscal responsibilities, when you take away those entitlements, they go out and riot. And let me tell you something right now. For the youth of America, I'm talking to you. It's time for you to turn against these parents that have sold you out. It is time for you to turn against these ridiculous old baby boomers that have done nothing but ruin you, that have sold you out, your children, and your great-great-great-great-grandchildren, for Christ's sake. They've sold you all out. So what are you going to do about it? Well, why don't you take a look at what the hell they did back in 1969. Why don't you take a look at what the hell they did back in those times when they thought it was so politically chic to read Mao Zedong, when it was so politically chic to go out and be pro-communist. I'm talking about true political substance backing up anything that you implement. And I'm not talking about making riots, you idiots. I'm talking about standing up for what the hell is yours, just like the baby boomers did. All right, in 1969, these idiots damn near jeopardized the whole integrity of the system of America itself because these idiots were ungrateful pieces of trash that wanted everything. That's the motto of the baby boomers. George Carlin said it best when he said the baby boomers' motto is, "Give me it, it's mine! Give me it, it's mine!" That's the motto of the baby boomers. And it's time for the youth of America to start rising up and start telling these disgusting old people that want you to get, they want your respect. They want your respect. Oh, I'm old, Sonny. You got to give me respect. Hey, you left me in debt, you old pieces of garbage. All right? And now you're forcing me for the beans that I make in this service industry-oriented economy? You want me to pay Social Security that I'm never going to see as a youth, that I'm never going to see as somebody who is actually paying taxes for this country, for Christ's sake? It's time for the youth, the smart portion of the youth. It's time for you to take your stand out here, for Christ's sake. All right? It's time for you to start doing something and making notice to this ridiculous hypocrisy that is transpiring right from underneath our eyes. It's time for you to do something and say, hey, I want to control my own destiny. I don't want to be a capitalist. I don't want to be in the Big Brother bread line, for Christ's sake. I'm a capitalism. Give me capitalism or give me death, for Christ's sake. I refuse to sit here and oblige Big Brother governments. Idealism, I refuse, for Christ's sake. But you know what we have to do? We got to sit here and take it. You want to know why we have to sit here and take it? Because we're from America, right? Oh, yeah, we're from America, where we eat our young, remember? Where we send them off to war for ridiculous nonsense. Because of... right now, man. This is not a joke. This is a call on the youth of America to get off the sidelines. Kill your TV. Kill the entertainment. It's time for you to spark creativity. It's time for you to spark innovation. It's time for
To Ghost on True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
All right, folks. I got the call here. I'm going to have to go in a few, but luckily we made it into the third hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. I'm going to have to get off early once again because, like I have stated previous, I have to go and conduct business out here. I'm building a brick-mortar business. The contractor has just called me. We got to meet up with this son of a bitch out here. We're going to be marking things down all evening, making sure that the contractor knows exactly what I want, where I want the kiosk, the fixtures, and everything of that nature, and I have to go out and do that. So, inevitably, I am going to have to, wind this show down here. But before I do, it's time for everyone's favorite time of the broadcast. It's a little early, but it's everybody's favorite time of the broadcast, and I'm talking about Radio Graffiti! That's right, but before we do, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the first tweet on my Twitter account, and of course, if you don't know what the Twitter name is, and what the hell are you doing, Ghost Politics is the Twitter name. All right, the first goddamn tweet on that Twitter account right there, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to give shout-outs to those that are doing that. Here's the Twitter account once again, Ghost Politics. Let's go ahead and give some shout-outs to some peeps out here. We've got, let's see, I'm not saying that. We got British Brian. What's going on? Lumpy Sperm Soup. I Gargle you sick son of a bitch. Open your brony mind. Are you kidding me? Open your brony mind? I'm not going to open up nothing, you sick son of a bitch. Take about 10 steps away from my freaking butt crack if you think I'm going to open any orifice for you freaking bronies. Random thing. What's going on? We got Munch My... you sick, disgusting bastard. We got Fat Red Dragon in the place. What's going on, Fat Red Dragon? How you doing? Who else do we got? Do any more people retweeting the broadcast engineer? We got a lot of people. We got the Taskmaster. What's going on? We got Goof Bumps in the house. Who else do we got going on? We got a lot of people. But before we give anybody more props, we got to get to this Radio Graffiti because I got to get the hell to this location to make sure that this damn contractor knows what the hell he's doing. All right. So without any further ado, let's go right into everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and it's Radio Graffiti. How this works is that if you have anything to say on your mind, you can call me up right now. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. 646-652-4869 is the number to call. And what I'll do is when I call your area code or your Twitter name, you have 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. All right? Whatever it is. All right? 3 to 4 seconds. All right? And when I call on you, don't be some mindless milky liquor that's like a deaf mute not knowing what the hell to say. All right? Let's do this, for Christ's sake. Let's get to it. Let's start from the top. Let's take it to the top. We've got El Foxo Loco, Radio Graffiti.
Winter wrap-up, let's finish our holiday cheer. Winter wrap-up.
Jesus Christ. Discard Skype, Radio Graffiti.
Let me tell you something. If you're a real conservative, if you're a real American patriot, vote for Sarah Palin. Support Sarah Palin.
Oh, you sick son of a... Another splicing? I have never said, I have never endorsed, I have never supported Sarah Palin. I don't like Sarah Palin. She has destroyed the conservative movement. She destroyed any sanctity and any integrity and any credibility to the right-wing political perspective. And for you to sit over here and splice my goddamn voice with anything positive relating to that stupid Eskimo bimbo, Sarah Palin, I mean, goddamn... Damn it! I'm not down with Sarah Palin, for Christ's sake. She's an Eskimo bimbo! She's a dummy. She's an idiot. So for you idiots to sit here and put my voice with anything positive to say about the goddamn disgusting Alaskan bimbo is a goddamn disrespect to me, you sorry sack sack of crap. That's a goddamn disrespect to me. Goddamn mic. Give me the goddamn mic, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, you sorry sacks of crap. Pissing me off. Who else we got? Hyperstick, Radio Graffiti.
Oh, you already called on me.
Mr. Bob, Radio Graffiti. Yeah, we can't understand you because you're 386SX computer, ass clown. Red Shorty, Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ. Melvin, what's up? Radio Graffiti.
Kill your family, kill your family, kill your family, kill your...
Here we go again. We got satanic assholes playing these ridiculous music lyrics with subliminal messages up in here, huh? Great. Yeah, Satan is good. Satan is my pal. Satan is good. Satan is my pal. Are you kidding me? Let's go with some regular numbers here. We got 817. You're on the horn. Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, you sound sober today. What's wrong, man?
Have you seen The World, ass clown? 513, Radio Graffiti.
Scootaloo is best pony.
Yeah, shove it up your ass. Nozart, Radio Graffiti.
Out to all those affected in London.
Yeah, I hear you, Nozart. Glass Cake, Radio Graffiti.
The nigga! I'm 200% nigga. Nigga, 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 nigga. Why do police hate niggas?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. 111, Radio Graffiti.
So what you're saying is you're a racist?
That's not what I'm saying, you stupid, dumb, idiot shitbag. Why don't you clean the crustaceans out of your ears and realize that I am a melting pot of friendship, ass clown. Ginister, Radio Graffiti. Now you're just sitting there. 410, Radio Graffiti.
Bronies!
Yeah, I'm sure you got a lot of camaraderie on Pony Chan for that ridiculous nonsense. 417, Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, I want to glaze your face with my semen.
Yeah, you sound like a fruity bastard that would really, literally jerk your tail off for that. Bro Smashers, Radio Graffiti. Shove that up your ass. 509, Radio Graffiti. Oh, you're taking too long. 310, Radio Graffiti.
3 months of winter coolness and awesome holidays.
Stupid idiot. 903, Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ. Who else we got? 619, Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ, La Migra must be over there. 919, Radio Graffiti.
Dear God, I hope America defaults. Amen.
What are you, a Canadian from Canada, for Christ's sake? You don't think that any kind of economic implication is going to, affect those assholes in that ice hole Canada? Give me a break. 914, Radio Graffiti.
Hello, Jason DeLowen. Rainbow Dash is the best pony, and is your penis detachable?
Rainbow Dash sucks, all right? 586, Radio Graffiti.
My little pony, my little pony.
You stupid idiots. With his goddamn brony crap, shove it up your ass! 252, Radio Graffiti. Well, you're just playing with your Peter Popper. 902, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, Riley 304 here. Love the show.
Hey, man, thanks a lot. Appreciate it, man. 859, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Dougie gonna fuck you, boy.
Yeah, shove it up your stupid wannabe Burt Reynolds ass. 309, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, man, if I called you a melting pot of friendship, would you say, I'm a racist?
Maybe if you grew hair on your nads, unless you're a bull dyke. 909, Radio Graffiti. Oh, Jesus Christ. 570, Radio Graffiti.
Sarah Palin 2012, baby, conservative movement.
Shove it up your stupid ethnic minority ass. Who else we got? 786, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, it's me again. How's it going?
How's it going? Honky the Bear, Radio Graffiti.
Rainbow Dash is the best pony, and Canadian.
Shut up. 440 Radio Graffiti.
What's up, Ghost Goku? Rick Perry.
Hey, what's going on? It's Goku in the house, man. What's going on? Much props to my boy Goku out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the last days of summer because it's about over. 727 Radio Graffiti. Yeah, you're just sitting there for Christ's sake. Synonymous Radio Graffiti.
So yeah, Ghost, you and Sarah Palin.
Now shut up, you stupid moron, you stupid sack of crap. Andorra 38 Radio Graffiti.
Mother Sarah Palin, do it!
Sack of shit. 901 Radio Graffiti.
They took our job! They took our job!
Moron. 540 Radio Graffiti.
Can you piss off with the goddamn YouTube videos, for Christ's sake?
Say something original, for heaven's sake. 720 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. Love your show. And to all you bronies, you're sick.
Yeah, thanks a lot, kid. I appreciate it. It's about time that we finally have somebody who's old enough to actually watch bronies and watch My Little Ponies without being suggested a perv or a pedophile. And even this kid is saying these bronies are idiots. You even got 8-year-old demographics, which this cartoon is geared towards, that are saying that bronies are sick in the head, demented, they need mental help. They're basically closeting their goddamn femininity, for Christ's sake. 417 Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, have you ever had your ass kicked by a 40-year-old?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Who gives a crap? I'll still kick your prostate-infected ass. I mean, you come up to me, start talking fighting words. Let me tell you something. It ain't nothing for me to whoop a man's ass. Don't you ever forget that. Alberto, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. I'm a big fan of the show. Can I ask you a question?
Hurry up.
So do you think that we'll go into a double dip recession, or are we gonna just be in a whirlpool?
I think that we are in the double dip recession. I actually thought we were in it a couple of months ago. But in my personal opinion, millions were made during the Great Depression. Excuse me. Millions were made during the Great Depression, and millions can be made during the Great Recession. So I'm not really worried about it. If you're a capitalist that stays on top of your money and steps your game up and steps your chain up, well, then you know it as well as I that you're going to be on top of the game. You know what I mean? 817 Radio Graffiti. Moron. Dunlop, Radio Graffiti. You stupid idiot. 718 Radio Graffiti.
And all you assholes that say I'm racist. Hey, it's the...
Shut up, you stupid morons, with that ridiculous, dumbass, augmented audio file. Nicholas, Radio Graffiti. Jesus Christ, you're not coming in. Hold on. All right, go ahead. Radio Graffiti, Nicholas.
Yeah, we just say we're from Canada. We love you so much. Just please come over one day. We love you.
Now, shut up, you fruity bastard. Oh, yeah, let me tell you something. I wouldn't take a dirty diarrhea shit in Canada, all right? Jesus Christ. Stroke, BWC, Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, hurry up, come over. You're gonna miss My Little Pony, baby bunch.
You sick son of a bitch. Not this asshole. I thought we were rid of this idiot. I thought we were rid of this fruity-ass internet butt stalker, but it's obvious this idiot's calling up and he's continuing his ridiculous fruity-ass internet butt stalkerism. Jesus Christ. K. Broby, Radio Graffiti.
Hey, I just want to call my buddy Ketch a huge faggot over the internet.
You stupid sack of crap. Jesus Christ. Ginister, Radio Graffiti.
Obviously, we have a rapist in Lincoln Park.
He's slamming your windows. He's snatching your people off.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know what the hell to goddamn do, for Christ's sake, man. You know, I mean, I'm sitting here, I got limited time. I gotta do business, for Christ's sake. I
going to do business, and look at these people. They're laughing, for Christ's sake. They're laughing at me. I mean, the world is in disorder. The world is in disorder, and these idiots are laughing, for Christ's sake. They're laughing. Jesus Christ. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm sitting here. I'm trying to shoot pearls. These idiots are laughing. I mean, I'm jaded. I mean, I'm depressed. I mean, I'm sitting here trying to tell the world that we're in the middle of disorder when we don't have to be. That it's the primitive souls that continue to oblige primitive concepts like religion, nationalism, racism, culturalism, political romanticism is what's jeopardizing the integrity of civility today. That's what's jeopardizing the integrity of civility today. Jesus Christ. My goddamn heart's beating like a rabbit. But it's because of you sorry sacks of shit. It's you sorry sacks of crap that don't appreciate nothing, for Christ's sake. The world is in disorder. Jesus Christ. Give me a drink, for Christ's sake. Give me a drink. Give me a goddamn drink. Oh, yeah, let me pour some of this crap in here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Give me a goddamn drink. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. It hurts! It hurts to wake up every morning. God damn it. Oh, jeez. I mean, every time that I go into a damn supermarket, every time I go into a damn shopping mall, for Christ's sake, the sour scowls of the losers of America, they put their disgusting beady eyes on me because they're envious. They're envious. Because I'm the one that took individual responsibility for my life. I was fiscally responsible. And they look at me like I farted on their Sunday dress or something, because I'm spending my capital that I obtained, that I earned on things that I feel like I want to spend my money on, and these goddamn so-called PO in America, they sit here and look at me cross-eyed about it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I can't do this anymore, man. I can't do this. I got a meeting here in like a half hour, for Christ's sake. And I deserve better than this. I don't deserve being laughed at in here in this goddamn chat room, for Christ's sake. I don't deserve being laughed at. Look at them, they're laughing at me. They're They're laughing, for Christ's sake. They're laughing, for Christ's sake, and it makes me sick. It made me sick. God damn it, you sorry sack of crap. That's it. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, that's it. My heart's beating like a rabbit, for Christ's sake. And all I'm trying to do is amplify the message of capitalism. If there are any voices out there throughout the international community, I'm talking to you. Don't be anesthetized by these ridiculous minions that have become the majority. These soulless, ignorant assholes who refuse to come into modernity with the rest of us with intellectual curiosity, with the rest of us that have the common sense to understand that humanity is at the cusp of innovation, at the cusp of singularity, at the cusp of immortality. And for these idiots idiots to jeopardize the prosperity of people like myself and others across the international community is unfair. It's unfair. So I'm calling on you. It's time for you to get off the sidelines, and it's time for you to get on the front lines. And if you are the person that I'm talking to, if you are the person where my words are hitting in your subconscious, it's time for you to do something. It's time for you to do something to start bringing some attention to somebody with some kind of intellectual curiosity, with some kind of intellectual backbone, and not a bunch of mindless rioting, not a bunch of looting for materialistic gain. I'm talking about making things right. I'm talking about making things right with the capitalists. I'm talking about making things right with the workers of the world, with the taxpayers of the world, because we fund these governments. We fund these governments, and we, as the capitalists, need to assert our goddamn authority. We need to assert our authority. Let me have the mic. Give me the mic. We need to assert our authority. And I'm calling on you. I'm calling on all the capitalists that understand the passion and the fury that's going through my voice and reaching your psyche through this fiber optically connected world that we call the internet. I'm calling on you to do something. Don't sit on the sideline anymore, for Christ's sake. Don't sit on the goddamn sideline, for Christ's sake. If you do, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. The world's going to be in disorder, and these idiots are going to take control of the world. It's going to be dark ages for 200, 300 years, for Christ's sake. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be like Rome, for Christ's sake. It's going to be like Rome when the disgusting, savage barbarians took control of civilized society. And I don't want barbarians, these disgusting zombie-like savages that are out here that are already walking around half dead. I refuse to sit here and bow down to their ignorance. I sit here and refuse to bow down to these ignorant assholes because, I didn't get to advance my mental capacity beyond the age of 15, 16 years old. It's utterly garbage. And I hope that those of you that are listening to the seriousness of the messages that I'm conveying on this broadcast, I hope that you understand that I am not a joke. All these idiot troll assholes may think that this is all fun and games. This is not fun and games to me, for Christ's sake. This is serious business. And I'm calling on you. It's time for you to start showing that you're just as serious as I am. It's time for you to go out and vocalize yourself. Point spotlights to true issues, true political subject matters, true economic idealism, and I'm talking about capitalists. I'm talking about capitalists. Give me capitalism or give me goddamn death. And that's all I'm saying, folks. That's all I'm saying. Jesus Christ. Let me give some goddamn shout-outs to all these jerk-offs in the room, and then I'm out of here. I'm going to make me some money. I'm not going to sit over here and waste my time on any more of these mindless, imbecilic idiots that are going to sit over here and besmirch my show. They're going to besmirch me, and they're besmirching capitalists throughout the goddamn world. I'm not going to sit here and put up with it. I'm not going to sit here and put up with it at all, for Christ's sake, you sorry sack of crap. Jesus Christ. Makes me sick. All right, let me get to these goddamn shout-outs with these sorry sacks of crap here. We got Zero Bronies Unite. Zero, I'm an alcoholic. Zero, I'm not saying these stupid fruity-ass names, for Christ's sake. I'm not saying anyone. Zero Mark. Zero Meredith for president. I'm not saying that other one either there, you stupid milky liquor. All right, Zero Exara Hawks, Too Fat for Spandex. I'm not saying that disgusting other name either, for Christ's sake, you sorry sack of crap. All right, Andrew Fruitimoff. What do we got? We got Arthur 22. We got Ask for Ghost. Oh, Jesus Christ. Based Capitalism. We got Brony Lover. We got Bud Variezes. I don't know how to pronounce that, man. Sorry. We got Capitalizer. We got Capitalizing. We got Chairman Mao, Chase Beeson,
We got Chai Hold Born. We've got Clozo. We got some broad named Communist Mom. Some other idiot named Communist Satanist. We got Coronary. Cool Face Derp Hoove. Cutie Mark Crusader. Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. Anyway, who else do we got? We've got Das Foxy, Dave 1344354. We got Dean Darlington, Debbie Daly in the house. We got Derpentilism. We got Divine Heretic. We've got Dixie Normus, Doghouse Dan, Dolphin Dinner. Dolphin tastes pretty good, by the way. Dr. Shippers. We got Electric Fence. What's going on, Electric Fence? Stay safe out there in the UK, brother. We've got Filbo Bear or some crap. We got, I'm not saying that crap either, for Christ's sake. I'm not saying any of that crap, you morons. Jesus Christ. Who else we got? We got FU Texas. Yeah, FU2, asshole. All right, we got Felix and NJ in the place. We got Fluff. We got Gareth Lacey. We got Ghost is a Russian. We got Ghost is my daddy. We got Ghost loves Fluttershy. You sick son of a bitch. You stupid sorry crap. We got Gizzard in the place. We got G-Money 118. We got Gog Magog. We got Good Wrench. We got Goofy Great. And all the guests. Look at all the damn guests that we got going on over here, huh? What's going on to the guests? Why don't you give me a follow on Ghost Politics on Twitter, for Christ's sake? There it is right there, Ghost Politics in the house. We got Hans Downerpants. Who else? We got Gyro Brolny. We've got, I'm not saying that. We got Honky the Bear. We got Horrell Poot. Howie Felter Snatch. Hump Harder, whatever the hell that's it. We got, I'm not saying that either. I'm not saying that either, you sick sons of bitches. I'm not saying any of this crap. Ivan Santiago, we got Jackal00, John Brand, John Guy. We got Katie is pretty cool. We got Coraldo, Kinsey, Kurt Cobain in the house. We got Lone Star Beer, Love and Smash, Lo Wang, Lyra the Bonbon, Marcos Lara, McPaddington, Menno Mem. We got Mexican Ghost, Milky Liquor 1000, My Little Lizard, Mystery Man Ryan, Niagara Roll in the place. What's going on, Niagara Roll? We got Nathan Stickle. I'm not saying that other one. We got Nigerian in the place. We always see him in here. What's going on, Nigerian? Who else we got? We got Nozart in the place. What's going on, Nozart? Who else? We got Oh He Mad. We got Olivia Knorr. I'm not saying that other one after Olivia Knorr, you stupid moron. We got Philip in the place. We got Pinkie Pie 666. We got Pixel F Word. We got Polyphony. We got Ponies for Ghost. Poop Shoot Punisher. Rainbow Crash. Rainbow Dashy. We got Raven Eagle 730. We got Red Medicine. We got Rick Sullen. We got Rick About 4 Lines. We got Robo Dale. We got Robo House 97. Rubricaloo in the place. What's going on, Rubricaloo? We got Sonora 87. What's going on? I chatted with him last night. What's going on, man? We got Scotty Mate in the place. We got Simply X up in the house. We got Someone AVI. We got SP Lee in the place. Static. Steve C. Destroyer. We've got Stu Kwan. We got Super Fast Jellyfish. We got Swole Hair in 69. We got Taco Man Supreme. T-Po. Tabroni Troll. Texas for the win. Theora. We got the Capitalist. We got the Guy 1337. We got the Rock 88. We got the Truth is Out There. What's going on? We got the Evil Clown. We got Timothy Weber. 2 Math Debate. We got Torzier. We got Tessel Bridge. Trolesta Molestia. You sick son of a bitch. We got Troy Tempest. We got Twinkle Sparkle 2012. Twinkle Sparkle FTW. We got Von Rich Rich Zofen. What's going on, man? He sends me some articles every now and then. We got What India Butt. We got WCW, NWO, Monday Nitro. We got Working Class Magnets. We got Zexog. Who else we got? We got Tex. I'm not saying that, you sorry sack of crap. We got Zen77, Zorok the Shapeshifter. We got a couple of guests. We got Ovaries for Ghost, you sick sons of bitches. We got Skull 155. We've got Steve Jobs up in the place. Who else do we got? Who else? God damn, everybody's abandoning ship out here. We've got Ray Pugh. We got, I'm not saying that. Who else we got? That's about it. We're done. That's all. And that is the list of shout-outs for your ass. And you know what? Before we go, let's do a couple more radio graffitis and see what happens, huh? Let's just do a couple of more and see what the hell happens here, huh? All right, let's take some Skype callers, all right? Arthur26, radio graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, you're gay.
You're calling me gay with that fruit bowl voice? We got Kinks, radio graffiti.
Hey, Ghost.
How's it going, man? 909, radio graffiti.
What's up, Ghost? Taco Tuesday.
How's it going? Yep, another Taco Tuesday, baby. 914, radio graffiti.
Your racism gives me a heart swastika.
You disgusting piece of crap. I'm not racist. I'm a melting pot of friendship. Why don't you search around the internet and it'll prove to you that I am not a racist man. I am a melting pot of friendship, and you need to get that through your goddamn thick-ass head. Banjo the Bear, radio graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, you can always do business while being fisted by bronies.
You sorry sack of crap. Honky the Bear, radio graffiti.
Money, success, fame, glamour.
You sick son of a bitch. Matt 12, radio graffiti. Oh, you already hung up. How about Dunlop 145, radio graffiti? Your name, and you're always glad you came. 508, radio graffiti.
You reach your right hoof in, you reach your right hoof out, you reach your right hoof.
Yeah, well, I mean, what are you trying to act like Oriental or something? Oh, look at me, I have a cream of some young whore. I got cream of some young whore over here. Ah! Give me a freaking break. Discard Skype, radio graffiti. Let me tell you something. If you're a real conservative, vote for Sarah Palin. So shut up with that crap. I do not endorse Sarah Palin. I have never endorsed Sarah Palin. That is a false audio file, and you idiots better stop with these damn false audio files, or I am going to find out and do some serious business and get some punitive damages out of you idiots for slandering my name. Jesus Christ. Deregulation, radio graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. Fan of the show.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Who else we got? We got Commander Shepard, radio graffiti.
Hey, Ghost, I was just wondering about all these people. You're backtracing it, right? Make sure the cyber police get them.
You're damn right. Well, I'm not necessarily backtracing. What I'm doing is anybody who's doing any of this goddamn soundboard and YouTube type of nonsense, I'm making sure that I'm taking down names, all right? I'm taking names, and I'm going to start naming names. And for all you idiots that are sitting here making these slanderous lies and making these false recordings against me, I guarantee you I am going to take punitive damages out of your ass, all right? Punitive damages out of your ass! Cool
Rape
guy,
you
radio
anally.
graffiti.
Can I rape you anally?
Stupid idiot. 619, radio graffiti. Jesus Christ. Hey, lower down the rollers, Vato. 603, radio graffiti.
Everybody betrayed me. I fed up with this world.
Shut up. 252, radio graffiti.
Apple Bloom gets me moist.
Yeah, I'm sure it does, for Christ's sake, you sick son of a bitch. 914, radio graffiti.
Car jams on motorcycles.
Whatever the hell that means. 859, radio graffiti.
Hey, boy, shut your mouth before I fuck it.
Yeah, you would like that, you sick son of a bitch, wouldn't you, huh? You would like to fruit off in that manner. Jesus Christ. I mean, what is this? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is just horrible. That's it. I'm getting out of here. Get me out of here, engineer. I'm getting out of here. I may or may not be back tomorrow, okay? I may or may not be back tomorrow. The only way to figure out when I'm going to be on this broadcast is to follow me on Twitter. Ghost Politics is the name to follow. There it is right there. Ghost Politics, for Christ's sake. All right? Follow me on Twitter and send some tweets at me, all right? And for all you idiots that tweet me nothing but these vile words and these slanderous lies, I'm taking a list of you too, you sorry sack of crap, all right? I'm taking a list of you too, and you keep spreading these slanderous lies about me. I am going to take the necessary precautions and steps to make sure that I get some punitive damages out of your asses. All of you! All of you idiots! You understand that? Cease and desist those goddamn soundboards. Cease and desist those goddamn YouTube videos, and I'm not joking. Jesus Christ. A couple of more calls. Let's see what happens, all right? 111 Radio Graffiti. Now, you're just sitting there playing with your goddamn Peter Popper. Pissed Off Capitalist Radio Graffiti.
Ghost, can I stroke your cock into your toolbox?
Ah, damn it! The sorry second grab it, goddamn! God damn it! Get me off this show. I'm tired of it. Get me off. Get me out of here. I don't want to hear it, engineer. I'm shooting pearls to these idiots. I'm telling them where to put their money. I'm showing them how to be capitalists. And this is the kind of things I get from these sorry sacks of crap. Get me out of here, engineer. Get me out. I'm out of here, for Christ's sake.
You've been listening to True Capitalist Radio. The thoughts, views, ideas, comments, and opinions of the host of this show are absolutely his. Catch more live episodes Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 6:30 Central. Or check out archive shows at blogtalkradio.com. True Capitalist Radio.
That's it.
That isn't just the sound of the all-new 2016 Mercedes-Benz GLC being put through its paces. It's the sound of innovation. The innovation behind one of the most advanced SUVs on the road today. With multiple driving modes, a suite of intelligent drive systems, and a technology-filled cabin that sets new standards in modern luxury. This is what innovation sounds like. Now, discover what it feels like in a 2016 Mercedes-Benz GLC.
Some equipment described as optional.